We're live. Cool. Hello, everyone. I am so fucking tired, and by tired I mean throat sore, uh, mental health, all that shit. So today we're just going to be enjoying a nice, lovely grinding session in Pokemon Colosseum because it's gonna be easy shit. Um, yeah, my throat was very sore on Tuesday. You might be able to hear it in my voice a tiny bit. Um, Even yesterday it was pretty bad, and this morning, did my light just flicker? Fuck, everything's going wrong today. How you feeling? I mean, my throat. I woke up this morning, my throat was dead. Like it hurt, but like obviously in the mornings, your mouth is all screwed because you're like breathing. Shit happens. You get a dry throat during the night. Um, so it's fine now. But I can't really go high pitched, otherwise it will break. And of course, if I try and clear my throat or anything, it's a bit sore, and I'll end up coughing. But other than that, I oh, my dad was like talking to me today about stuff because he obviously could tell that I was very down. And I love him. I do love him so much, but he just doesn't. He's old enough that he doesn't know what mental health is, sort of thing. So it's always difficult talking to him, uh, because he wants what's best for the like he wants what's best for me, and I do appreciate it, and I do love him for that, but he just doesn't understand the like I want to also have what's best for me, but I don't know how, or like either I don't know how or I just don't want to do the stuff. I don't know. It's a bit of a thing, but anyway, we're here to relax today. We're here to enjoy a nice, lovely stream of Pokemon Colosseum where I'm gonna be grinding my Pokemon up to around level 50. Because the people that I was fighting were like level 55, and I'm like level 45. Oh, my dad took my dad had a breakdown a few years ago, so now he's a lot. Yeah, he's a lot more aware. It's always nice. Like my dad understands. Like he understands the concept of mental health, but he's from an era because he's what, like 65. So he's from an era where like you know he would just do it anyway. He has the mental fortitude to do that sort of stuff. Mount battle time? Probably. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go try and do as many mount battles as I can. I can get some coupons. I can level up. I'm not getting money necessarily, but we'll see. Um, but yes, it's just one of those things, Like I don't really know what to do. Oh, true. Yeah, I should go back to where Mirabee was. So yeah, I'm literally like, what was it, 10 levels under the next fight. I was able to get to this part normally, but it's fine. It is what it is. I'm on the verge. Like, I've been doing a lot of reflection in the last, like, week. Well, not the last week. I've been doing it for years. I like to do reflection every now and again. On, like, where I'm at, what I'm doing. And, like, nowadays it's so difficult because, like, obviously the world is so shit at the moment. Like, what the fuck do you even do? Like, you can understand your position and, like, why your world is so shit, but you can't, like, there's only, like, one or two steps that you can actually do to make you feel better. Otherwise, it's like a whole mindset reversal, you know? Like, you have to start thinking differently. And that's difficult to do. Like, being able to change the way that you think is probably the hardest thing to do. So, that's kind of, you know, like, I've been doing reflection on my streaming and my YouTube and stuff, and while I enjoy the concept of it, it's not hitting the same highs as before. But your friends, we're here to support you when you need us. No, exactly. I do appreciate everybody that shows, you know, support. And I know that I have people that I can support. It's just my fight, you know, I'm fighting myself because I know these things. I'm a pretty logical person when it comes to this sort of stuff. I know. Oh, Mirror B? That's true, I forgot. Forgot about Mirror B. But like, my struggle is knowing how I feel and knowing why I feel that way and not being able to do anything about it. You know, it's the struggle of knowledge. It's the sort of like ignorance is bliss sort of thing. It's just like, I know what is wrong and I know exactly what's wrong. I don't know how to fix it. And I like the fact that I know exactly what is wrong is the worst feeling in the world. I also haven't done like any other Colosseums. Like I brought this up before. I haven't done any Colosseums. I went down there to get to the under and I kind of like popped in here. And I thought I fought you already. I swear I fought this dickhead already. 3 levels. What can I say? But that's kind of my fight at the moment. And as I said, I'd looking into like, you know, I was looking at what I've been doing on YouTube and Twitch, and while I do enjoy the moment, I'm not enjoying the like build up, if that makes any sense. Without going too much into it, because we're talking about you and I don't want to derail, but legit was talking about similar not being able to fix it issue. Yeah, no, it is, I feel like it's a very common problem. You know, it's because obviously it's not unique to me. Everybody's probably also going through the same shit. And I want to make it extremely clear that I can deal with it. You know, like I am smart enough and emotionally mature enough to be able to know that I can move forward from there. It just sucks, you know, like there's some days where it's like mentally I'm not there. Today was one of those days. You know, like today I just did not want to stream, but I decided to sit down because I needed to do this anyway and I wanted to do it on stream, and I thought, fuck it, we'll just do a chill stream today. I can talk about my shit. You fought this kid, but him and the lady will fight you every time you come into this room. That makes sense. I don't understand why they do that, but I mean, infinite XP is nice. What about you? You also do this. I mean, it's XP. This is what I was waiting for. But like, I've been looking into like YouTube and stuff, because obviously Xylian and I talk a bunch. Everyone reset because of things. I'm sure everybody reset. I didn't go upstairs. I came in here to heal my Pokemon and go down into the under. So I'm assuming that there's a lot of people that are being talked to. But I talk with Xylian about YouTube and stuff, and I always try to push him to make something, because if you don't make something, you don't get started, then it's not gonna happen, you know? Like, you keep talking all these plans, but if you don't get started, there's no point. But like, you know, that's a whole fight in itself. But like, all of that talk has got me thinking about my YouTube, my Twitch. Like, I've enjoyed, personally, I used to enjoy sitting down, recording, and editing the video, because I used to be able to do it in a week. And nowadays, it's very difficult, because editing now takes, you know, a whole month. to make a video that I'm proud of. And it's like the downside, right? Like recording will take 3 hours, and then I'll spend a month spending like 5 minutes every day until I feel well enough mentally to sit through and like do a big chunk. Sometimes that takes weeks, sometimes that takes days. It's a very different. Hopefully the weather change helps him. Hopefully it will make him feel that way, but unless he actually does the things, it's not going to. You know, like I can see it. I can see it because it's like looking in a mirror, you know? Like I can see the like struggle there. You just have to sit down and do it. And that's like I made like a draft of Macabre like, you know, months ago. Looking at a less handsome mirror. Oh. But yeah, like I edited a Macabre video for him in a more of like my style video. And I understand that, you know, like obviously I'm not him. I don't have the same presence or the same style of content that he does. But at the same time, he has all these plans and wants to do all these things. And I thought, yesterday, it like dawned on me. I was like, does everybody else agree with the image in your head? And I thought that was very interesting. Because like, personally, when I go and watch someone, like if it's always the thing where it's like, if you cannot think of, like for streams or YouTube, if you go to a YouTube video for one thing and all the content is completely different, like you're not gonna find, you know, commonality between those things. And I think that's a big standout, you know, like obviously you don't want to be locked into one thing all the time, but the people that go and watch content want to see one thing. It's a big thing, and that I was thinking about it in terms of my things, because obviously I enjoy a lot of different games and a lot of different concepts and a lot of different games, and I was thinking about it because I do lots of different videos in lots of different games, and I was like, well, if you like this stuff, you're probably not gonna like the rest of that stuff because it's completely different. Like, the big commonality is that I'm modding my favorite games. You know, like, that's a lot of my content at the moment. Or my personality. And it sucks to say, but people on YouTube aren't going for personality. You know, you get that after watching a couple videos that you're interested in. You go, hey, I actually quite like this dickhead. Maybe I'll watch some of his other stuff. And then you go, eh. But, like, and that also happens with streams. Like, as soon as you stop doing the stuff that people are watching you for, it's much harder to get them to come back. And I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, because for the last, like, 5 years, I have literally been teetering with, like, not quitting, but taking like a extended break, because obviously I still enjoy doing this stuff, but like it's going nowhere sort of thing. And it's like, what am I willing to do for it to go places? And it's, what am I willing to sit down and actually do? So that's like the struggle I'm going through. And it's like, if I've been thinking like, what a way Oh, I could not. I don't think I could. I don't think anybody would be interested in a WAG only fan. That's the thing, right? You need people to actually, you want people to come and use, you want people to come and, like, you know, it's ego based, really. I don't think I have the ego for that. But, like, yeah, you want people to... Yeah, exactly. You want people to come. But I've actually been toying around with the idea of, like, video tutorials in games. Because I think... I'm pretty sure I brought this up while I was in call with you and Zyburn. With the Dark Souls 3 speedrun, like, attempts that he was doing. I believe that there are, like, no good tutorials out there for things that people need. Like, if there is, like, a unique thing out there, people will look it up on Google or something, and it will come up with text documents, not videos or anything. And the videos are always, like, 15 minutes long, poorly explained, all that stuff. And it's like, at what point do you just give up looking, or, like, you figure it out yourself? Because everything else is so bullshit that, like, you're not gonna get... You don't know what to do, because you have to spend 10 minutes combing through a 15-minute video where the part you need is, like, 10 seconds long in the middle of the video. I don't know. How is Ledian still alive? That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I had been teetering for a while on YouTube, debating whether to, like, take a break or not. And, like, my motto with YouTube is I make stuff that I'm proud of. I make stuff that I'm interested in. And that's why videos take so long, is because I don't want to half-ass something. I feel like if I half-ass something, like, it's integrity, it's ego. I like making stuff that I want to watch, or I'm interested in. That's the whole point. But, like, there came a point in some of those things where I was like, well, you know, I'm not... Like, I make something and then people like that, but I don't want to do, like, a sequel. You know, I can't... the Pokemon Arceus videos, the modded Arceus videos comes to mind because I enjoyed doing the first one because it was a unique concept. And overall, I did enjoy doing it. But editing the same thing, like, after a while... It's like exposure, right? Like, if you keep looking at something over and over again, you're eventually gonna get sick of it. It's like, if it's the sort of, like, meaning thing. If you say something every time something goes wrong, it's the sort of thing where it's just like, oh, you say you're sorry, but if you say you're sorry every time something goes wrong, eventually people just, you know, like, they know you're sorry, but it starts to lose meaning. It doesn't mean that you don't mean it less, it's just that people just, it's mentally there that, like, you're always gonna say it. Whether or not, you know, like, I do believe, like, it's up to the other person whether they still believe that you do mean it or not. And do you mean it as much as you used to, blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to get into that. But it's a very, like, repetitive sort of thing, and if I'm stuck editing a video for, you know, 2 weeks, send it off, and then I have to make another one, and then I have to spend another 2 weeks, when I was just like, well, I just finished this one, and then 2 weeks turns into a month, and then a month turns into 2 months. I'd been sitting on that series for, like, 6 months, because every time I'd go to sit down, I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, definite signs of burnout. I feel like I've been teetering on the lower side of burnout for, like, 6 years, you know? I always say I'm gonna take a break. Like, I do take breaks, you know? I take a break, a month break, but, like, you know, I don't want to at the same time. You know, I do, at the end of the day, I do enjoy what I do and stuff. You know, like, I enjoy sitting here and I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy making people have fun. I like, you know, playing games. Just like, that is my hobby. I don't have any other hobbies than playing games. I don't have any other interests. You know, like, I'm a pretty boring person. Let's be completely honest. And it sucks. Because, like, if I don't enjoy the one thing that I do enjoy doing, what am I gonna do now? And, like, I've been doing this, what? Oh god, how long have I been doing this? Technically, I started doing this in, like, 2011? But I privated a majority of those videos that I did up until about 18, 19, maybe even 17. Because I do still think some of those videos are like peak, you know. I have some Smash videos on my YouTube, and those are my favorite videos that I've ever made, ever, sort of thing. You know, like, it's just a bunch of kids having fun, and it brings me back to good old days. And I wish I could do something like that again. And the Siege videos that I made have the same energy. And I need to play Siege again, people. But, like, I haven't talked to those guys in, like, probably a year. Mainly due to, like, moving and everything. So, and, like, just, you know, we don't share hobbies, you know. Some of them are engineers now. Like, I'm not an engineer. I couldn't be an engineer. I mean, I could. I probably 100% could be an engineer. Whether I want to or not is another story. But, you know, it's... Oh, we got level 46. Let's go. Espeon is getting up in the ranks. But it's the same thing with Twitch, you know? Like, you can only sit here doing the same thing. Or, like, maybe not the same thing, but, like, similar stuff. You can only sit here playing video games for so long and plateauing and, like, trying different things and nothing works and blah blah blah, you know. And so, like, at what point do you give up and try something else, you know? Because yes, you could keep going for the next 10 years, and 10 years later something might happen. Or you could give up and then, you know, like a year from now, come back and everything's different, and now you're peak. You know, it's a very interesting area, streaming, and even being like an entertainer. It's very volatile. Fuck yeah, let's go. Insta-kill Cacneus, we've been getting in the work. I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of takes because I've been around for so long. Like, I have seen everyone fall, you know, like, I've seen so many different styles of stuff, and the people I grew up with and the content that I enjoyed watching no longer fit the criteria for growth. You know, people don't expect that from a YouTube channel. And that's the sort of stuff that I've always wanted to build, like, relationships with. You know, that's the kind of stuff that I wanted to do. But if you do that nowadays, you're not going anywhere. You know, no... And, like, I can come up with great ideas, you know, like I did the Tears of the Kingdom video. I've done modded stuff, you know, and, like, I'm entertaining enough, but at the same time, I'm not. Like, I genuinely do think my best role is support. I am a great supportive character, or, like, at least just a supportive person. I'm very good at playing the straight man in a duo or something like that. Me, exactly, right? I'm really good at playing, like, the support role. You know, I can make jokes land. I can have the jokes that people can react off of. I can react to other people's jokes. I can do that. I can help people. I can see where people need improvement, and I can tell them where, like, that is. I can give them good ideas. I can do stuff for people, like help them improve. I just can't help myself. Why am I coming in here? You know, and that kind of sucks because I know what needs to be done in some circumstances. It's just difficult. You come back to make me a happy battler again? I'm battling you. I just talked to you and you have to battle me, man. The fuck is this? Ugh. But I genuinely do think I'd be better off with, like, a support role. You know, the side character that everybody loves and would get their own, spin-off sort of thing, you know? That's me. That's me in a nutshell. But obviously, you know, you need to be in the right place at the right time. I've always been a fan of bringing others up, because I'm obviously not going anywhere anytime soon. But I'm happy. At some points, I am happy where I am. You know, I can talk to chat because it's not too busy. And, like, I can respond, I can have fun, like, I can sit here and just play video games. And my friends can come in and chat. You know, that's my favorite part about streaming. And then, like, I don't know, my YouTube stuff is difficult mentally. Like, I used to always do one video at a time. And then I came up with a bunch of ideas that I want to do, and then, like, while I'm working on another one, like, I'd be able to do recording for another, and then, like, I'd be very interested in doing something, and then I'd look over, and, like, oh shit, I haven't edited this video in a year. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey Luca, how's it going? I wish I had a beer right now. I feel like this is, like, perfect weather for, like, perfect mood and for a beer. Just a nice, lovely chat. Because it's fucking warm in here. I don't know if it's just me, or, like, it's... That guy just said I love strong guys. Wait, I said love, but don't get any wrong ideas. Damn. He loves strong guys. Sorry if I'm not responding as much. I now have you and Boss Man up, so attention being pulled between two streams. Yeah. Nah, I get it. I understand. Moderation duties come first. You're finally here. I was waiting for you. Shirtless stream. Strong man. But yeah. Like, I literally have It Just You. It Just Billy. Really? Is it just me? Shit, maybe I am getting sick. Once he hits Pokopia, I'll honestly be more focused on you and watch this chat. That's fair. Pokopia is... I mean, I enjoyed Pokopia, but it's just not my game. And it's got the shit in this warm. Look. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm like, you know, I'm on the verge of sweating. Like, there's a fan right here. I had this on before I started stream. So I hope I'm not getting sick from this throat thing. Because that would suck. Because that means, I hope that doesn't mean that I've given Scott and Dill, like, a sickness. Because that's the last thing I wanted to do. Because we went and watched the Mario movie yesterday. A wise poet once said, "It's getting hot in here." You're so right. Got on tops at EB Games today and that got me hot and bothered. Oh, God. Fucking EB Games. I wish EB Games had better clothing options. That being said, I wear Hawaiian shirts and shitty game t-shirts. I say shitty, but they're not... I have a particular set of a clothing style. I don't know. EB Games clothes always feels too popular for me. You know, like they're very pop culture based, and I'm not into pop culture. I feel like that. I genuinely do feel like I'm probably like the least pop culture-y person out there. Too popular. You're not? I don't know. Right? Like, Hobie, no, you AIDS. I don't know, what counts as pop culture? You know, I haven't seen Star Wars. I don't care for Star Trek. Pokemon's probably my favorite thing. You know, Mario is fine. I haven't watched or seen or done anything with The Last of Us. Any Netflix shows don't interest me. You know, like, I say don't interest me, but I haven't watched any. You know, like, any of the big ones like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Black Mirror, literally everything, right? But that's the thing, right? I can say that obviously pop culture is whatever's popular at the moment, right? Like, that's the thing, right? Like, that is what pop culture is. But I watch it out of just curiosity. I'm not engaging in it willingly. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I know I watched the Mario movie, and I don't want to say it was a bad movie. I'm not going to say it's a good movie either. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so I'm not even really going to talk about it, other than the fact that I think the Mario movie is a Mario movie. And in the literal sense. It was a fun movie. You got a Kingdom Hearts hoodie today. See, that's cool, right? You're into Kingdom Hearts. I can appreciate it. I'm holding a pen because I'm so bored sitting here playing fucking Pokemon. But, like, I've experienced Kingdom Hearts. It's not my favorite. I've played the first game in Chain of Memories. I need to sit down and play 2 at some point, but I want to replay 1 first. I haven't gotten around to it because I literally can't sit down and fucking play a game. But, like, I don't know. I consume media, but I don't enjoy media. Like, I consume it and I think it's enjoyable, and that means it's good. But, like, would I go out of my way to watch some of these movies that I watch? Probably not. I'd probably forget about them. You know, like, I wanted to really go see the third Now You See Me in cinemas when it came out in cinemas. And then I just didn't go into cinemas until then. You know, like, I had to be dragged out of the house. Like, I literally got asked, I was like, hey, do you want to go watch this movie? I was like, oh yeah, that's a movie. That came out. And yeah, I did want to watch it. My throat is... It's already dying. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises. I've legit never played Chain of Memories, so big ups for doing it. Yeah, I know that Chain of Memories is like the one of the worst games, Kingdom Hearts games. But like, I appreciate bad games in a way. You know, gaming is my hobby, gaming is my passion, blah blah blah. I can appreciate good video games and bad video games because it interests me why it's so bad. Or, you know, Chain of Memories wasn't too difficult once you wrapped your head around it, I think. Like, genuinely, if I remember playing it, it was just a deck builder. You know, you had strategies that you had to use. I wrapped my head around them pretty easily. Like, there was metas. I won't pretend to say that I did it all myself. There were some guides online that said, hey, this is like the thing that you like, these are the good cards, or like this is what these cards actually do and how to actually do it, because I think Chain of Memories just didn't explain things very well. And then immediately upon reading that, I was like, oh yeah, easy. Fair, but also I can watch a 3-hour cutscene of learning the card game. Yeah, you could do that. The Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories doesn't really have any, like, big plot other than, like, I don't even know what carries over from Chain of Memories, because that's the last game I played. I I will say I did play like maybe the first 20 minutes of Kingdom Hearts 2. Chain of Memories is so plot relevant. Really? Is it seriously relevant? That's interesting. The fact that Camera got sent out was so sad. That's interesting. I have them on PC. I have them downloaded. I need to sit down and play them. Kingdom Hearts 2 is so much more coherent knowing Chain of Memories. Interesting. So does that mean Naminé shows up? Because I know who that is. And I know what her deal is. Yes? Oh my god. Interesting. That's why I wanted to play it. Like, I feel like there's an experience organizations that made focus on it. Yeah. And like, obviously I know all of, like, I know Axel and what's her fucking name? I know her face, I can't think of her name. The other one from the organization. What was it, 13? What's her fucking name? I say this like I've played them. This is like 2020. this is like 6 years ago knowledge. Larxene, yes. Because they all have X's in their name. Or something. But yes, I know of those two. Because they show up in the Chain of Memories. Yeah, I need to sit down and play them again on my PC. I just haven't gotten around to the... Because I say that with everything. You know, I need to do that with Metal Gear Solid. I need to finish doing it with Sonic. I've been meaning to do it for ages with Sonic. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have Unleashed to finish. Fuck me. Well, I have Unleashed to start, I guess. I've been sitting on it, because then I have to do Black Knight, and then Colors, and then all that stuff. But I own all of the fucking Sonic games on PC that you can get. Fun fact, Resident Evil, the originals, 1 to 3, got put on Steam today for like $15 Australian, and they're half price right now. Thanks, GOG. Do I get frustrated when people say Kingdom Hearts story is confusing when 9 times out of 10 they've only played the Numbers series? Did I just get roared? That's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, I was very much like, I wanted to play the games regardless, because I wanted to play them in release order, because then I'd be able to, you know, actually experience the story. All the Kingdom Hearts are plot relevant, annoyingly. Even the rhythm game have some plot importance at the end. That's crazy. I think I have the rhythm game on 3DS. I have a lot of 3DS games that I haven't even looked at. So, this is my 3DS. I just dropped the stylus, but this is my new 3DS. And I have that, but before that, I had my Nintendo 3DS XL. But then before the Nintendo 3DS XL, I had this, the original 3DS. And this little bastard here, I haven't opened in ages. But this is my childhood right here. And I had transferred the save data and all that stuff through it. Through each device. So I was checking my, like, activity log on this thing. Oh my fucking god, I keep dropping my stylus. The styluses in this thing fucking suck. They just drop out. Like, what do you mean they just drop out? This thing isn't stable. Release order is the best way. Absolutely. That's the same reason I played my games in release order. Any game, I feel like release order is always the best. But I was going through my fucking release order, like my my activity log, and checking out what I had played in like 2012. And there were like, I had a bunch of demos on there that like I hadn't thought of in years. And like the first game I played on my 3DS, surprisingly, was Bowser's Inside Story. I was like, that's insane. Like, not even a 3DS game. It was Bowser's Inside Story, the best Mario and Luigi game. Which I actually had to get 2 copies of, because I lost my first copy And then I have played it on stream, but I had to play the other one. So I had to get another one. Peak ass game. No, it is a peak game. I'm not complaining that it was my first game. But I was going through like all the demos. Just bought Pokemon Fire Red. Like the Switch release of it. Is Luca getting into a Pokemon phase? Cause oh my god. You don't even understand what I've got over here. You're gonna sit here and laugh at me. I got Emerald, my based copy of Emerald. That's not it. I got my Leaf Green with Pearl. I had these set up Sapphire, with my copy of Heart Gold. Like I had all of these, and I have a DS here, but that's Fire Red. Ah, fuck. I didn't want that happening. Fire Red and Diamond, and then my Platinum is just there, sitting there. But I am a big Pokemon fan. I had those ready for the Cyclone in case we lost power, and I haven't touched them. But I've wanted to do a video, like a video series for ages, where I go in and I try and finish a living Dex shiny. I just sit there and do like one Pokemon at a time. I feel like that'd be interesting. Well, it wouldn't be interesting, but it'd be like it's the journey that's interesting. But yeah, Luca, you come on, lock in. You gotta get the originals. You gotta get the originals so you can play with me. Oh my goodness. Nah, that's hype. Fire Red is like... Fire Red and Leaf Green are genuinely some of the best Pokemon games. Well, not best Pokemon games, but there's some of the, like, more difficult ones. And play them on what? Fucking DS Lites, man. They're like, you know, $50. You could probably find one at an op shop for 10. But if sell those Pokemon cards to be able to buy the hardware and cartridges, you know what, that's fair. You can borrow my Game Boy. You can borrow my Game Boy and play it on official hardware. That being said, everything's so expensive. I can't even buy copies of Black and White 2 because they're like $150 and $200 respectively. Like, I got Soul Silver and that put me back like, you know, $150. So it happens I still have my Lite. Genuinely, Game Boy, well, DS Lite specifically is baller because you can play DS games, you can play Game Boy Advance games. I don't know if you can play Game Boy Color games, but you can play the Game Boy Color. You can play like Game Boy games on. Actually, don't know. I actually don't know if you can play Game Boy games, like Game Boy Color or Game Boy games on that stuff. But it's hype, you know. DS Lite, Game Boy Advance, and DS was like peak. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm like lost because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking around and fucking around and finding out. Did I come from this way? Where am I? I think I had to go up here and then go like up and around. I don't know anymore. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I just I was up here before. Maybe I pivot into doing Pokemon content only, guys. Let's be real. What do you know me for? What do people know me for? I feel like if you went to my channel, you'd just find probably just say Pokemon. This is the one I wanted. No, I was literally just here. Being a chill guy and a cool friend. Yeah, but other than that, content-wise, you go to my channel and you'd be like, what does this guy do? Subnautica just announced a free weekend for the original game, and I'm not sure if it's April Fool's or nah. I need to play Subnautica again. I played like a good chunk of Subnautica in like I want to say 17 or 18. Got like decently in the game and then never touched it again. Because I got distracted with Danganronpa. Pokemon, yeah, exactly. I feel like nowadays people do Pokemon stuff. And archipelagos, that's true. I've been very into archipelagos recently. So, what was it? It must have been last week. Brent, you sent me the message about like doing Unbeatable and if I was doing an Unbeatable and Foster Truck archipelago. I figured it out. But that was actually a test for 10 games. If I had the like mental capacity to do 10 games at once. I still need to play Unbeatable. You need to play Unbeatable. Genuinely one of my top 3 games. Genuinely. It's got so much char. I adore it so much. The fact that I have a shirt and I'm going to get the Quaver plushie, blah blah blah. It's like, it does mean something to me. I'm not gonna force you to do something, right? Like I can highly recommend stuff. I'm not gonna tell somebody to do something. But I can highly recommend. Same reason I'm gonna get the Dispatch plushies. Yeah. I need to play Dispatch. I don't even own it, but like, I need to play it. I haven't seen anything on it apart from like the occasional meme. I feel like I've stayed pretty blind on it. That's the same reason as Last of Us, you know, like I feel like I just don't play things that are popular. Do not do devious things to the Dispatch plushies. I also highly recommend it. Won't force you. Yeah, well, the difference is, Bert, that you own Unbeatable. I don't own Dispatch. But at the same time, I only just... Humble just gave me a code for Date Everything. So I finally have Date Everything. I just missed that entire, like, thing. You know? I feel like I just don't play popular games. Or, like, what's popular at the moment. Unless I was playing it before it got popular. Like fucking Pizza Tower, for God's sake. That game... Don't talk to me about Pizza Tower, man. I played that game and then it got popular to, like, little kids. And I'm like, dude, I am not the same as you. I enjoyed it because it was Wario Land 4. Yeah, I need to... I don't know. Fuck off. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, that being said, I think I got an email saying that my Undertale Deltarune plushies were sent. I bought them like last August. Or I guess it must have been last May? Whenever Deltarune chapter like 3 and 4 came out and Fangamer announced plushies for all the stuff and they were doing restocks and stuff, I was like, finally, I have money now. I was in a job at the time. I bought a bunch of plushies and they're finally getting shipped. So that's kind of hype. Because I have the fucker up here. There he is. Yeah. So much for playing unpopular, not playing the popular games. I feel like I just play a bunch of indie games, or even old games, more than I play new shit. I feel like I have the disposition to, like, when I see something online that everybody is, like, praising, I don't... It, like, works opposite on me. You know, like... I don't know. Somebody's like, everybody's praising shit, and I just go, I don't want to play that. I don't know if it's just me, or like, I don't know if I actually do that, but like, I don't like doing that stuff. Hello, Pokey ill. Oh, I went the wrong way. I do that too. Hell yeah. Nah, it just, I don't know, because like obviously, it's good for a reason. You know, there's a reason why people are talking about it so much. But, you know, I just I go out of my way to not experience it unless like something catches my eye and I go, oh shit, wait, that actually looks good. Like, I don't know. Hard to sell me on things unless I just get it for free. I don't know. Trying to think of like what's big right now. You know, what Resident Evil 9 Requiem was big. Would I have played it if I wasn't playing through the Resident Evil games at the time? Maybe not. I just wanted to play the Resident Evil games. I'm still seeing people talk about Expedition 33. Yeah. I'm surprised people are still talking about that game. I don't know what they see in it. Maybe I just haven't gotten that far in the game, but I literally cannot bring myself to continue playing it. RE9 is exception. RE9 is definitely an exceptional game, but I feel like if I didn't play the other games, I probably wouldn't have played it. Because like, there's the same thing with RE7 and RE8. Like, there was so much goodwill online. People were like saying how peak those games are, and I just was not interested in it. And then I played RE0, and then RE1, and then I played 2, 3, and I was like, okay, because I wanted to experience what everybody was talking about. Finally, Psychic. I also started watching it regularly when you went through the RE games. Oh, dude, the RE games were a time and a half. I don't think anybody was around when I was playing Zero. Zero was like, I spent a whole year playing through those games, and I promised I'd play through the Sonic games. I got halfway and gave up. Heard you talk about OG RE1 and 3, those are my backlog. Yeah. Well, I'm interested in RE3 because of the remake not doing like a bunch of the different, like a bunch of cut content from that game. I'm interested in 2 because, you know, like the B-side and stuff is different. And there's like a bunch of different things about it as well. RE1, however, I'm not too, because like the remake kind of like, I wouldn't say replaces it, but it's a good substitute for it. Whereas I wouldn't say 2, 3 remakes are good substitutes. Waiting for Thunderbolt on my Jolteon. I don't understand how things take so long to do. You know, like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Why did I come here? I came here for the XP. That's what I came here for. Not that I got lost. Came here for the XP. Yeah, I say that. I know I brought up the RE1 and 2. Didn't I just fight this guy? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. I don't even remember. I'm just chatting. I'm yapping and I'm not even paying attention. I'm doing the like fucking casual streamer thing where I'm yapping and talking to chat and not even paying attention to the game. Yeah, I need to find the Mirror B room. That's the goal. 0, 1 remake a vibe. 2, 3. remake good, 4 OG, 5 good, 5 and 6 good, 7 and 9 weird. That's crazy. That's a crazy take. And I say it's a crazy take because, I mean, like, I agree with you in a sense. Like, 0 and 1 are definitely a vibe. 0, I do not like 0. That was my first game. I just don't like 0, and that's solely because it's not, like, there were some things that I did not like about it, design-wise. 1 is a vibe. I will agree that 1 is a vibe. 2 and 3 are good. Like, the remakes, I enjoy playing the remakes. I want to play the originals at some point, but I've heard they're good. 4 OG and 5, and the remake is good. I like 4 remake is my favorite RE game of all time. Genuinely my favorite game. Beats 9. Just because I just like how it plays. Solely that third person over the shoulder is my favorite. I cannot, for the life of me, get stuck into 4 OG. I have played up to the castle. I have seen the no way bro Leon cutscene, and I've literally tried over the last like 4 months to sit down and play through that game. I just can't bring myself to play it. 5 and 6, I like the concept of them. I feel like I played them wrong. You know, like, if I had played them on an easier difficulty and not the hardest difficulty, if I played them on normal, I probably would have had a good time. I enjoyed 7, I enjoyed 8, and I enjoyed 9. So, I do agree with a lot of your rankings. I'm interested why you think 7 to 9 are weird. I mean, I don't know if they're Resident Evil. You know, that's the thing. Like, Resident Evil, when you think Resident Evil, you think, like, there's the 1 or 4. You don't think 7, like, 7 or 8 or 9 aren't really in the same sort of, like, gameplay as the original. Which is, like, the whole point. You know, like, they wanted to reinvent the franchise, and I understand that. And, like, obviously there will be people that don't like the first-person playthroughs of those games. But you can't really say that they're bad games either. You know, like, that's the sort of vibe. I don't know. They always, like, it's the same thing as Silent Hill 2, the remake and the original. Like, I played through the remake. I hadn't played through the original. Looking at the original, I feel like the original is way more of a vibe than the remake. Free from ads. Welcome back from ads. I always forget that I have ads. I genuinely always forget I have ads. It's like such a pain in the ass because, like, they always happen. They happen every fucking hour on the dot, and I never remember that they happen. Even though I get the, like, notification. I need to, like, because, like, it's so awkward to just pause what you're doing when ads play. I had toyed with the idea for a while that, like, I literally pause what I'm doing and press a button, and then you play, like, a mini game or something. But yeah, I feel like RE4, like the original, is on the same vein as Expedition 33 for me. Like, I see why people enjoy it, but I cannot for the life of me continue to play it. Like, I feel like if I sat down and continued to play it, I would still enjoy it, but I cannot physically bring myself to launch the game. Yeah, get fucked. But yeah, the Silent Hill 2 remake, like the original, the vibes in that game are immaculate. The remake is just a different game, vibes-wise. I'm on... The game's 47, holy shit. That's what I get for putting an XP share on. Silent Hill 2 remake, good too. I enjoyed the remake. I'm interested in the original. Like, I would be interested to see how different the original is, because I haven't played it myself. Glad I sent you here considering these levels. It is a good... I am also glad that I've been sent here. I haven't played Silent Hill F though. I have it installed. I had originally planned to play it before Requiem. Who are you? Miracle B, rightful successor. I'm gonna get me an afro. You got the music? Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Okay. What am I doing? It's Fake Mirror B with Fake Mirror B music. Yes. You had to experience it. It's wonderful. Does this guy return in XD? Or am I crazy? I don't remember. Seeking was kind of scary. I haven't found them yet, if so. I have the soundtracks. What if I have... Oh, goodbye, Espion. I fully expected that. That's not my soundtrack folder. Actually, do I have the soundtracks? XD Gale of Dark. Because you got Mirror B. Mirror B does appear in XD. Because his theme is there. What's this called in the fucking soundtrack? Oh, Miracle B's Imitation Group. It's right underneath it. That makes sense. Raikou! Send out Raikou, my boy. Maybe? No, I know he appears. His groove, well, his groove is in there, so at the very least. You're getting my voice starting to fail. I need to fucking thunder Seeking. Oh! Suicon's not faster than Raikou. I don't think. I don't think, guys. Yeah, no, not at all. Look at that difference. Would it be worth? Probably not. Light Scream, fuck off. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other games. I actually can't think of any other games that, like, I can't bring myself to continue, even though I really should. Unless we're talking like Monster Hunter or something, you know, like, I could just pull up my fucking Steam library and be like, oh yes, this game. Because a lot of the games I do try and beat. I do try and stick with it, but like, I don't know. Go through, I'm going maybe stop after this and do off-stream Mount Battle to get 50. It's not going. Like, I don't think my voice is actually going. It's just like, it's the nasal, you know. The more I talk, the more nasally I get. That's what I get for streaming. But like, when does my voice not do that, you know? Yeah, no, I'm fine. I've dealt with this all day. Fuck off, like, why are you not dead? I'm actually opening Steam to find out what I've got installed that I haven't played. I finished Alien Isolation. I can delete that. The reason I yell at Zai. No, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I do understand and I do appreciate it. I can't bring myself to play Balatro again. Borderlands 4. Cassette Beasts. Expedition 33, like we said. Clover Pit. Still can't bring myself to launch Cyberpunk. The Dark Souls remaster. I really want to play Demon Turf, and I fucking can't bring myself to open that. The Devil May... I installed Devil May Cry in 2021, like the HD collection, because I wanted to play them, and I played 70 minutes, and I did not go any further than that. I haven't touched it since. Even though I literally own every single Devil May Cry game, and I've wanted to play them, I just haven't gotten around to it. Level 45, let's go. What about Sonic Unleashed Devil May Cry combat mod? Well, that would require me knowing how to play the Devil May Cry combat. That being said, I have played Bayonetta, and that was fun. That's another game, Bayonetta 2! I own that on Wii U, and I hadn't gotten around to it yet. Like, that's another game. Disgaea, the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games, I want to play, and I just haven't opened them. Haven't touched Elden Ring since 2025, but I feel like that's balls. Any Fallout game, any Final Fantasy game. I've been sitting on Ghost Trick for 2 years. I played through like an hour of that and just never fucking touched the game after that. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I finished the first game and I started the second game and I never got back to it. I really want to play the God Eater games. Haven't gotten around to that. Hades. Literally last played 2021. I played 5 hours and I what is it? I cleared Tartarus and that's it. Hollow Knight again, 2021. I need to go back and actually like that. I feel like that's gonna be my next game after Colosseum. I think Hollow Knight's my next game. We've already discussed Kingdom Hearts. I've been trying to play Like a Dragon Ishin. Haven't touched that yet. Lost Judgment, I played like 2 hours of and I haven't touched it since. Metal Gear Solid, the game, that's another game series that I wanted to touch on. I've got some bangers. Alright, I don't know, if you don't know me, you probably don't know this. I fucking hate the HD 2D art style of like Octopath Traveler and like all of those games. Hey, it's a personal choice, and I understand why people like it. I can see the appeal in certain screenshots, and but I just don't, it doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, vibrates with excitement, exactly. Hollow Knight's next. I'm going to say Hollow Knight is next, because I want to play that game. Yeah. What else is there? Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds. Even had a Pseudo Wudo. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention. I saw the Pseudo Wudo. I didn't even mention it. I've been meaning to play the Pac-Man World games. I've had the first one on my computer for ages, and I just never touched it. And the second one came out recently. And I have the third game on Xbox. Trying to play through Persona 4 Golden. I'm like pretty far in as well. I just haven't fucking touched it in a while. You say it's next, but you'll end up playing Hello Kitty Island the Island Adventure game. I saw someone play that, and I feel like I could speedrun that game. One of my best friends fucking was streaming it with their boyfriend, and it fucking looked good to me. I think I could beat it. Get fucked, Miracle B. You've ruined my dreams of getting an afro. That's crazy. I want to play the Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends games. I got a key for the original Rayman, like the 30th anniversary, because I'm a Ubisoft creator, and I just never... I got sick before I was able to stream it, so I wasn't able to stream it, and the campaign ran out, so I was very sad about that. But I still technically own it. I need to play through Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. That's a game that I haven't touched. What else is there? The Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remaster. I played 20 hours of that and just gave up. I got pretty close. I fought Dante. I fought that guy. And is there anything else that I have on my list that I've installed? Yakuza 4 remaster. I should do those. They're installed. Like, both of them are installed. I'll get around to them eventually. Do the rest of the Yakuzas. I've played, like, full disclosure, I've played all of the Yakuza games. The only one I haven't played, well, the only ones I haven't played is Ishin, any of the Japanese exclusive games, Dead Souls, because that's a PS3 exclusive. I could probably get Dead Souls, potentially. And, what is it? Lost Judgment I'm currently playing through. I've played all the remasters on PS4 back when that was a thing. My hair hasn't grown to a full afro. Is that it? Just the guy doing fun stuff? I was really looking forward to Yakuza Kiwami 3, and then they fucking botched it. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Where am I going from here? What am I... Mount Battle. That's what I'm doing from here. Judgment, Lost Judgment, bad because death penalties? What do you mean, death penalties? I really enjoyed Judgment. And I've heard Lost Judgment's really good. Same with Infinite Wealth. Infinite Wealth. Die, you lose money. Well, they just don't die. that's my thing. Look, the other Like a Dragon games, if you die, you just straight up die. Right? 2 Dark Souls for me, that's fair. I feel like losing money sucks because you use money so much. But like, if you die, you die. That, like, the older games, you just reload from a checkpoint. I remember trying to play through 3, and I fucking hated playing through 3 sometimes with the amount of shit that fucking pulled out of its ass. Where am I going? Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy 3, solely because I spent some time with it, and I really got to know the combat system of the game, and I can appreciate its different things. But like, fuck me, does that game pressure you to do shit. I'm waiting at Kiwami 3, just played 0, Kiwami 2, Kiwami 3 next gen re-releases. I say I need to play 0 again. I tried playing 0 again, and I was just doing the real estate stuff, because that's my favorite part, the real estate and the cabaret club. I haven't touched Kiwami since I did all of the races. I can't bring myself to play that game again for a while. Kiwami 2, I recently played through that on stream with the silly mod. That game's way too fucking easy. It might just be me. The businesses are hard. The businesses are easy. I loved the businesses. Maybe that's just how much time I spent on the businesses. Why am I doing this? Why did I do this? Why did I just spend $100 when I could have just healed for free at the Colosseum? Damn it. So the mods made the game even wackier. No, that like, I wish there were more games with that sort of style of mods. We need more modded content in video games that just are funny, things like that. That's what we need with like every main release out there. Okay. Fenac City. That's got a Colosseum, right? I haven't done any of the Colosseums in the game, by the way, apart from the one there. And one of them. I just do vanilla. Oh yeah, like I play through all my games vanilla first. Even if like the game, even if everybody yells at you like saying, "Oh, this mod makes the game control better" or something, or like this makes the game better. I don't care if it makes the game better. I want to see how people experienced it originally. And I want to see why people call it a bad game or a good game. I just noticed your cutout, by the way. What cutout? That guy? Yeah, he's a funny thing. I love this knockout challenge. Flitz? Dude. Who? I'm not even paying attention. What levels are you gonna be? 40? Are these guys like do these match your level? No, because I'm like level 45. I don't know what I need. Oh god, it's gonna suck. Never played Colosseum? Well, this is my first time playing Colosseum. I wanted to play Colosseum because I had never played it. I had always seen it and gone, hey, I want to play that one day, and I just never got around to it. And then I was trying to figure out what to play next in a video on the stream, and I was like, I saw it on my shelf, and I was like, yeah, I think it's time. And now I'm playing Colosseum. And it's been fun so far. It's definitely been challenging. But like, I think it's a good challenge. Makes me think hard. It's not just hard hits at the moment. I want to get a Switch to play Fire Emblem Leaf Green. You don't need a Switch for that. That's the thing. That I like. I will always laugh at Pokemon because a lot of the games are emulatable now. But yes, that's definitely a big purchase just for Leaf Green and Fire Red. But I will say that own a Switch or a Switch 2, then try out Fire Red and Leaf Green. I don't know what it's priced. I don't know how much it's priced around the world. Like a majority of the places it's $20. Australia it's 30. I don't think it's worth $30. I think it would be worth, $20 here, maybe even like $15-20. But then again, I'm stingy. 20 each here. I don't know how much 20 is, like in relation to wages and rent and all that stuff. I only have knowledge of the Australian dollar, and I am also a stingy person, so I will always say less is better. But yeah, all things considered, I like my official stuff too. I own some copies of the Gen 3 games. I showed them on stream earlier. I get it. I'm playing this on an official GameCube. Like and this game put me back like $100. But genuinely, like Fire Red, Leaf Green, if we in Australia aren't real. That's very true. If they had Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which I'm sure they will, because you can't even beat the national decks in Fire Red, Leaf Green without those games. Like, Gen 3 was crazy when it came to that sort of shit. You're not using emulator? Nope. The only times I use emulator on stream is if it's modded. Or if, like, I'm gonna play pre-GameCube games that run in 50 frames per second, because I'm always used to the 60 frames. Fuck the power region when people don't know how to speed up their games by like 12% to match the rest of the world. So you're playing like a game at 80% speed the entire time. Trying to play any game at 80% speed is absolute ass. Luckily, by around the GameCube, it's so much better. High speed, too high. Trying to play Mario 64 on an Australia or like a PAL region fucking N64 is the worst experience when you're so used to speedrunning the game on emulator, because it's just slow. Like, the game literally runs at 10 frames less than normal. It's ridiculous. And that's for every N64 game, and every Super Nintendo game, and every, like, the Nintendo Entertainment NES game. And, like, I want to say it's also on the PlayStation games, but I haven't touched a PlayStation game in a while, and I don't have any reference for them. Because the only game I owned on PlayStation for the longest time was Final Fantasy VII. Never touched it. I pulled it out of my neighbor's skip bin when they broke up and they were moving. It was so funny. There were a bunch of like shitty N64, like there was a bunch of shitty PlayStation games in there, and I was like, can I go through your bins? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, my girlfriend broke up with me. You can have whatever you find in there. And I was like, sweet. And then the fucking Final Fantasy VII was in there. I was like, holy shit, this is the best day of my life. And then I never fucking played it. But I don't have a reference with PlayStation games. PS2 also is shit. Their loss was your game, exactly. And I still own them. I still have it. I'd love to play them one day. Like, maybe when I go through the Final Fantasy games eventually, I'll play 7 on original console. I mean, I own the re-release and obviously the remakes. But maybe I'll play it on OG console. I don't speedrun Challenge 1 Platinum. That's fair, right? Everybody has fun in their own ways. I like speedrunning games that I know and that I'm interested in learning the speedrun. Like, if you enjoy a game so much that you want to be better at that game, a speedrun helps you understand the game better. Like, for example, if you do a Mario 64 speedrun, if you like Mario 64, you can play the game. The speedrun teaches you certain tricks that you wouldn't get from normal gameplay, like speed kicking, backwards long jumps, certain like ways of doing stars that you probably like the quickest way of doing stars. But like genuinely, that's the reason I like watching speedruns. I do like I do like stair skipping. I like backwards long jumping. I did it. Holy shit! I got a cash prize. I also won a TM18. What the fuck is TM18? Rain dance. Fuck me. What the fuck? I don't need rain dance. I got two thing. I have 2 Pokemon. Yeah, I did make my 100 yen. I made like 50 times that amount. That's huge. It makes you want to do a rain dance team so bad. That's so true. I need more Poke coupons. I need to go do Mount Bat. How many other Colosseums are there? I don't remember how many Colosseums there are in this game. Let's go this way. A rain dance team is fine. Not there. Done that one. That's like final boss. None there. Done that one. Is there one in the under? There was one in the under, right? Yeah. And then a gate. So I haven't done the one in the under. So your Suicune Crystal version gang? Crystal version gang. I also have a Raikou. Because in this game, you get the 3 legendary dogs. You get the ability to catch them. Suicune is my baby. Raikou is I replaced Ampharos with Raikou. Gold and Silver good too. Gold and Silver good too. I have the Crystal remake on my 3DS at the moment, and I've been meaning to play it, because I really want to get a shiny Celebi. I own one technically from Go, but why am I doing this? I guess I wanted to just check out what's up. 20 hours into Gale of Darkness or something, but no legendaries. That's evil. You probably realize giving you 3 legendaries during the story is too powerful. No! Surely not. I need to play XD. I wish I had it on GameCube. Because again, one of the reasons I have this game is because now I could like transfer all of these shadow Pokemon to my copy of Ruby, and then I could trade them up to home if I wanted to. That's pretty awesome. Like that's the benefit of playing these on original hardware, is that you can take them into the newest versions. That's why I'm not too like compelled to buy Fire Red and Leaf Green on Switch, solely because it's not the same. And I technically already own them, and holy shit, these guys are like way more powerful than fucking the final boss. Ah, shit. That's scary. I shouldn't be here. Why the fuck did I come here? I mean, they've only got 3 Pokemon, so... You got this? Oh, I got this. Who are you faking out? I don't think I'm gonna lose. But Jesus. You're considering being a Pokemon-only streamer would be a high risk, high reward. True. True. Yeah, I'll quit streaming for like a month, come back under a new name, and just only do Pokemon. You know, I'll play through all the games. I'll do shiny living decks. That's like my whole streaming career. Once I finish that, I disappear off the face of the internet. Pokemon 2. Oh god. Why the fuck did these guys have like water types on their team when like I don't have any way of dealing with these guys decently well? Real Pokemon streamers have layouts all over the place. Don't forget those. That's true. That's true. I bowl, you know. Maybe I just go hard into my Pokemon era, you know. I've always had that Pokemon autism in me. Maybe it's my calling. Maybe it's my calling for the last 10 years. I will say, it's definitely gotten stronger, like, in the last couple months. And I want to say it's because of the announcements of the new ones. Actually, there's new ones coming out, aren't there? Maybe this is my chance to do a switch. To join the dark side or not exactly. What do I do? So, the idea that just popped in my head, and you gotta tell me if it's a good one or not. So, Winds and Waves is coming out sometime next year, probably November. Doing some sort of series and seeing if I can complete like a living dex. I want to do shiny. Like my goal forever is a shiny living dex. I've always wanted to do one, and I feel like it would be interesting to see if I can get a shiny living dex or something like that before Winds and Waves comes out. Stop updating so I can watch WAG. No interruptions. Games. What could you possibly be up to? Oh, why the fuck? Stop bringing in the water types. Why are they bringing in so many water types? I can't even Aurora Beam Seadra because it's not Dragon type yet. If it was Kingdra, I'd be able to. It probably wouldn't do much. Shit. I mean, I could swap out Suicune with Raikou. Do you like Espeon more than Umbreon? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I mean, Umbreon is pretty cool. Like, straight away, I do like Umbreon's design. I really like how powerful Espeon is here. Espeon's probably, like, my GOAT at the moment, right? Espeon is the strongest Pokemon on my team. I can get behind it. I think my least favorite evolution has to be Flareon. I think just Flareon is kind of boring. My favorite, because, you know, my favorite evolution is Glaceon. Because I like ice types. Ice types are my type. Hot take, literally. Yeah. I know a lot of people say Jolteon, but, like, I can get behind Jolteon. But I don't know. Flareon, to me, is just kind of boring. The design's just kind of boring. Flareon, yeah. I agree with Flareon being the blandest and Fire is my favorite type. That's the thing, right? Everybody has their own takes and their own types, and people, you know, like, Jolteon overrated, Vaporeon is gorgeous. I actually really do like Vaporeon. Like, jokes aside, you know, everything about Vaporeon can... Everyone making jokes about Vaporeon can go die in a hole. But, like, the Vaporeon design is actually really good. I quite like it. It just sucks that they had to... It had to get dragged by that. But, like, that's the thing, right? I can't think of any Pokemon designs that I overly hate. Okay, I know everybody drags on Gen 5 for being, like, unoriginal designs. Bruxish? Bruxish? Alright. There's a little hot take. I prefer the shiny of Bruxish over its original colors. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I really do like the I like the shiny Bruxish. But I don't think the design is bad. Espeon's dead. Newer ones are funky? No, I think the newer ones are pretty good, actually. I can't think of any new designs that, like... Because you can't really criticize the new designs because of the old design, right? Like, I do believe that the Gen 5 stuff was made to parallel first gen, because Gen 5 was meant to be like a sort of soft reboot in a way. So, like, they have their Voltorb with Moonbeams, you know, like, they have their starters. Like, every Gen 5 Pokemon has, like, a Gen 1 equivalent. And I think that's really I think that's fun, you know? It may not be, like, your best idea ever. And, like, I can agree that some of the designs in those games are like, meh. Garbodor is really an improvement over the Muck design. Exactly. And, like, even a Alolan Muck is an improvement over the Muck design, which they did, like, 2 gens later. I really like Alolan Muck, and I really like Garbodor. As much as, like, people joke about it being trash, because it literally is trash. You're biased towards Black and White? I am. Look, I will say I am biased towards Black and White. They're my favorite generation aside from 7. But, like, you can't complain that Gen 5 has boring designs like Vanilla-ish and all that stuff, because, like, you look at Gen 1 designs, there's a fucking seal there. There's a Pokeball, you know, like, there are some uninspired designs in those games. I mean, pixel art wise, probably not. Like, I feel like the pixel art and the whatever his name is art, there's like there's a slight disconnect. Sugimori, I think that's his name. There's like a disconnect there between the pixel art and his art that makes me like the pixel art more than his art. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. But, like, you cannot complain about an ice cream cone if there's a seal. You know, like, I don't get that argument that Gen 5 ruined. There's like a bunch of Gen 5 shitters in there. I will always defend Gen 5 with my life. I'll defend every fucking gen with my life. Every gen does something good. Even Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. They do things good. I don't have them in the top of my head, but like I enjoyed both of those games. Like Scarlet and Violet, as much as shit and empty as the open world was, they were fun games. They had good story and good music too. Some of the designs were fucking great as well. I fell off after Gen 2-3 Johto. Simple, basic, less is more. Yeah, less is more. I can agree with that. It's hard to keep track of 1,000 Pokemon, you know? And especially, like, I do understand that the longer something goes and the more stuff gets added, like, the more Pokemon get added, the more you just don't remember. Like, I can remember a majority of, like, up to Gen 7. I can remember Gen 7 Pokemon really well. Like, up to Gen 7, I know what gen they are. I can remember their, like, typings, then sometimes their names. Anything like Gen 8, Gen 9, if you showed me a photo, I'd be able to tell you, like, I'd be able to tell you, but if you told me that just the name, it's just difficult. And it's the same thing with any other game. Like, I play Rainbow Six sometimes. Any of the new maps, like, anytime you play, like, it's not even relegated to Siege, but anytime you get something new, you have to learn everything about the new thing. And you already know everything about the old stuff. So, like, there's just more stuff to learn. I think players bullies, they do shoot me. That's why, look, if I play Siege, I play it with my friends. I don't play it solo. I've never played it solo. I only play with my friends. And if they shoot me, I can complain to them directly, and it's always in a good laugh. I haven't played in a while though. I probably haven't played in like a good year or so. But I am a game enjoyer, not a competition enjoyer, if that makes any sense. Fuck. I missed. Yeah. Like, Kanto is a good base. Johto, I love Johto's, like, content. Like, it has a whole post-game. That's good. Level curve is kind of meh. Like, trying to play through Soul Silver with Pokemon that aren't optimal kind of suck, but it is what it is. Gen 3. I like Gen 3. Gen 3 is unique. I like it. You'd have to give me time to think of everything that I like about those games, but like there is no weak link there, you know. As much as the newer games kind of fall off in quality, they're still like serviceable games. I still have fun with them, you know, and especially like the Winds and Wave trailer looks really good, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. But like, I don't know. I enjoy the catching and the Pokemon, the Pokedex collecting more than I fucking enjoy, the battling. Good as live, but yeah, getting oversaturated. Yeah, absolutely. There's always like the quality over quantity sort of argument, you know, like it's nice to have Pokemon releases every 3 years, but god damn, you don't need to have, if it's sacrificing the quality, I'd rather wait another year. Which is why I was really surprised that Winds and Waves is coming out next year and not this year for the 30th, because it's supposed to be like the 30th game. I thought it was going to be like Sun and Moon. Those games were rushed to shit. Somehow they still turned out alright. I adore Sun and Moon. I don't know what it is about Sun and Moon. Best 3DS era game. I don't know about Pokopia, because I'm not into Animal Crossing. Pokopia was fun. I'm also not into Animal Crossing. I think I found it enjoyable, like getting the like habitats for the Pokemon and like actually collecting the Pokemon. But I just could not bring myself to like continue playing it. It's been sitting once I beat the game, and it's been sitting on the Switch 2's just been sitting on my computer. Glad they're actually putting time into the games now. Oh, absolutely. I will always be a sucker for giving your employees time to do something well. What of you to say that with Kid Icarus Uprising exists? That's also a game that I need to play eventually. I could probably find a copy of it. I own a 3DS capture card. Maybe I'll stream it one day. I've heard that's a really good game. The 3DS in general has some really good games. Going back to that, oh my god. So, earlier, I was saying that I was going through my 3DS with all of the different, like the activity log. I didn't even get to say what I had originally found on there because I got distracted. You can borrow my copy. I trust you to give it back. We'll see. I'd actually have to like set aside some time to play it, because you know how it is with game releases and stuff. I don't want to borrow it and then have to like borrow it again or give it back. It's always a pain in the ass trying to figure that stuff out. I'm sure I could find my own copy too. I'm not struggling. But the activity log. So there's a little niche franchise that I like, called the Zero Escape games. And if you've heard of them, then you're fucking based as hell. But I love them. They're some of my favorite like visual novels, puzzle games. The nonary games. Yeah, those are fun. But I played them for I played the first one back in 2021. I think I played it for the first time in 2021, and I experienced all three because there's three of them. And I played them on PC because they got like a remastered collection on PC. And I played them, and I was like, these are some fucking good games. Like, this is peak non-binary games. Yes, exactly. That's what I call because of a mistake. That's awesome. I always think this game's names would be like a treasure trove for any person that wants to come out as trans. Just run this game and find a name that you like. Never need to think about it again. But I went through my 3DS, and I was going through the demos, and I found fucking Virtue's Last Reward, which is the second game, and that was the one on 3DS. I found it in my demos. I had played it in 2012. I had played it. I had played the demo like 10 years before I actually played the full game. And I think that's insane to me, because I feel like 2012 me would have not enjoyed that game at all. So I'm surprised that I actually ended up like, it blew my mind when I saw that I had played it. I was like, holy shit, did I really do that? I think it was awesome. But yeah, like, it's genuinely like, holy shit moment for me. Yeah, those are some good games. So if you ever want to play puzzle game, play the Zero Escape games, because they're pretty good. What am I doing? These guys are weak as hell. Espeon is immobilized by love. I own a few of them, but yeah, my massive backlog. See, that's the problem. I can recommend games all day. I have so many games that I've played that I can recommend. Like, there's this one game that I really enjoyed up to a certain point, I will add. It got boring pretty quickly, because it was just Mafia. I think you pronounce it like Nosia. It's like Gnosia. It's getting like an anime adaptation or whatever. Fucking loved that game and its story, but it got boring really fucking quickly. own Nonary and Zero Time Dilemma, then you own them. Own all three, because the Nonary games are the first two. It's like a saga. And it's like, the only reason I've played some of my favorite games is because I've gotten a recommendation from somebody else saying, hey, you will love these games since you played that game. Like, the only reason I'm fucking into Persona was because I saw it on the shelf one day, and I was like, oh, I've heard of Persona 4. Like, I've heard Persona 4 Golden is a fun game. I'll buy Persona 5 on PS4 while I was in my local EB Games waiting for Spider-Man to come out on PS4. And now I'm into Persona, so that's fun. And then, because I'm into Persona, there was a guy on Twitter once that was like, hey, if you're into Persona, you'll love the Yakuza games. And then I played Yakuza 0 and the rest was history. It's like everything flows into each other. Like, and like, again, I think there was also, like, Persona was like there's like the Danganronpa into Persona into Yakuza pipeline. There's like a pipeline there. I swear to God, there's a pipeline. Old channel I used to watch Chatted Up P4 a lot. They did a three episode preview of P5, and that's what got me into it. They also the channel that, yeah, exactly, right? I swear that is the pipeline. Like, if you've played any of those games, you like, there's like a 90% chance that you've played the rest of them as well. I don't understand. It's like, yes, because I played Danganronpa like 2017. I played like all 4, technically. There's 4 of them. But like, I played them. I remember playing them. And then I played Persona. I was like, holy shit, this is good. And then I played Yakuza. I'm like, holy shit, this is good. My first Yakuza experience was watching their playthrough of 4. Dear God, a playthrough of 4. I mean, to be fair, 4 is like peak. You think I can Thunder Sharpedo, or should I Rain Dance? I could Rain Dance. Foul Plume's kind of scary. I'll just Spark. Thunder is not scary at all. Because I'd probably miss it with my luck. Yeah, get out of here, Sharpedo. Level 57 is insane. Brother, I had no idea who Majima was when he showed up. Didn't realize how big it was. Right? I didn't realize, like, because obviously Zero, like, a lot of people's first experience with Majima is Zero. So you don't know how, like, important Bro is playing the other games. And then, like, because you play one... I mean, if you play Kiwami, he's a big thing. Because Kiwami's like a sequel to Zero. Never played Danganronpa because detective stuff, but like the anime. See, I'm a big detective fan. There's a reason I play like a bunch of detective games. It's because I love, like, I love puzzles and stuff like that. So I like my Danganronpa, I like my Ace Attorney. I love Batman! I've played, like, fucking, I had somewhere around here. I don't even know if it's here anymore. Because then I moved and a bunch of stuff moved. But I have, like, the Arkham Knight Batarang replica. That's made of plastic, unfortunately. Are you Batman? No, I'm not rich enough. I'm not a vigilante or a playboy, unfortunately. If I get my hands into money and a vigilante starts showing up, totally not me, guys. If I win the lotto. But yeah, I just like detective stuff. Like, I don't know. It's my favorite thing, because, like, I like knowing the mystery, because a lot of the time I just figure it out. I can put the pieces together before people put the people put the pieces together, and it's so funny to me. I played Raincode and I guessed all of the fucking plot points. Raincode's fucking awesome, actually. Yay, I'm the champion! Wow, I only got like 2,000 more. And TM37. Never played P3, P5 either? Yeah, no, so... Hold on. So I played Persona 5, and I got into it, and then I was able to get these cash converters. I got to the final boss. I got to the fucking final boss, and then I just never played 4. I could not, for the life of me, get into 4. Best part of dying on the executions. Yeah. P5, P5R, and P3 are in that play order. Yeah, genuinely, Burnt. That was also my play order. Just squeeze like some of P3 Fez into between Royal and 3 reload. Final boss cockblock. It's just because I didn't know how to like properly build my personas properly to like take it down, because it's a long fucking fight. But like I feel like P3R was way too easy. I was way too overpowered for the final boss in P3R because I grinded to the max level. Yeah, I streamed like my whole P3R playthrough when it came out. It was so good. I had no complaints about P3R apart from some of the vibes. But like it felt really easy at some points. I won't lie. One day I'll come back and I'll be able to finish this game. Like, I feel like this game is genuinely my prized possession because I got the manual as well. It just sucks that this runs at 80% speed because it's a PS2 game from 2006, 8. And then I also have I also have Persona 4. But I've been playing Persona 4 Golden on my Steam instead, and I'm enjoying that more. I feel like I'm enjoying Persona 4 Golden more. I did the Elizabeth fight too. Awesome. I just went the wrong way. I just realized. Yeah, I didn't even do the Elizabeth fight. But I did get all the achievements. I recently went through and got all the achievements and then finished my copy of P5R on Steam because I played it on PS. So I played the original PS4 release of P5, and then I played P5R. But obviously, it came out in 2020 while the lockdown was on, so I got to play it early. That was fun. That was probably like my favorite part of 2020, getting to play Persona 5 Royal early, like 4 days earlier than the rest of the world. That's still like that's still ingrained in my memory. Then yeah, I wanted to play the original games. Final Fantasy VII Remake came out during lockdown. It was perfect. I again didn't end up playing that game. I own it on PS4. I played like the first hour and it just didn't hook me. Why am I here? I wanted to go to Mount Battle. I had to walk through I had to get to the place where the final boss was to go, wait a minute. I wanted to be at Mount Battle. Because I was trying to grind. Fuck's sake. I'm so stupid. But yeah, lockdown was interesting for me, because I was trying to, go through uni at the time, and I fucking just could not play games, you know? It's when I started, trying to do stream stuff, even though I was doing YouTube stuff before the lockdown and stuff. I distinctly remember being in the final section of the game. My dad insisted on me coming and having a walk with him after the lockdown had been going on for a while. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I get it. I was trying to record some stuff today for a video, and I kept getting interrupted by my dad trying to get me to help him do some stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come help, because obviously you need help. But fuck. I'm just trying to do one thing. Alright, Mount Battle. Can I continue? I've cleared up to Area 1. I'm gonna keep going. honestly, the most annoying time for lockdown for me, just finished watching all the South Park for my first time, like 2 weeks before lockdown happened. Oh, would have been perfect. Yeah. I can't even remember what I like, other than uni stuff. There wasn't much lockdown stuff. You know, I wasn't doing much during lockdown. I mean, I could probably watch my old videos and remember, but like, I'm pretty sure a majority of my stuff was just like uni work that I fucking hated. Level 20. I forgot how like low level these fuckers are. Espeon, I don't know if I want Espeon out front, because like, Psychic's gonna wipe the floor with him before Surf gets the chance to. Maybe I should like train up another Pokemon. Then again, I'm gonna get like 45 XP per thing. I distinctly remember doing was Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Insane Trilogy. Oh my god, I always forget the Insane Trilogy came out, even though I own it and 4. Because I also... I want to say I own Twinsanity, but I don't know if I do. Ah, shit. I like... Twinsanity is my favorite. I'm going to switch out to Altaria. I'm going to replace Espeon. Yeah, I fucking would love to play Insane Trilogy again at some point. I never really got far in the game. There's crappy immune systems at best of times, and my parents were old, so we were careful during lockdown. Yeah, cool. My dad was in the range for lockdown, so he had to be pretty careful. Obviously, I've got younger siblings, so we had to be pretty careful during lockdown as well. Well, when I went sick for the first 2 weeks of lockdown, we'd stay in opposite ends of the house. Yeah. Well, what was it? I caught COVID for the first time. Not last PAX, but the PAX 2023? 2024? Must have been 2024. I caught PAX. I caught COVID for the first time. And I went to America in 2023. I went to America in 2022. Visited my nan in Michigan. Like, I went there. That was like in the middle of COVID as well. Like, I don't understand how I didn't get COVID. And to this day, I still haven't caught COVID a second time. 6 years later. I don't understand how I never caught COVID. I caught the fucking flu when I came back from Melbourne at the beginning of the year. I somehow caught the fucking flu, but other than that, pretty decent with my my immune system's pretty good usually. I got COVID for my first time last year. That is insane. I guess we're pretty lucky. I would consider myself pretty lucky. I don't try to go out or do things usually anyway. I really should do more stuff. Do more things. I don't know if it's just me, but people ever feel like they just don't do enough stuff? You know, like, I sit here and I play video games, and like, I find enjoyment going out and doing things with friends. I just feel like I don't do that as often anymore. I don't know. 100% feel that? Yeah. Just need to, like, I need a weekly thing. Every week on, like, a Wednesday. Go do something. I don't know. It's just difficult because there's never anything to do unless you have a place, you know? Like, there's nowhere to go. Just fuck pubs, honestly. That's a pain in the ass. Not my vibe. But, like, movies and stuff? Count me in. Go and do, like, Time Zone for a day? Absolutely. You know, like, I just love hanging out with people. I just feel I don't do it enough. People are always busy, which makes sense. You know. People are busy. Sucks being unemployed in a world of employment. That being said, I'm hoping and I'm praying that the job that I worked at before decides to hire casuals again, because I went to my old workplace today, because like obviously I'm still friends with a bunch of the people there, and I still care about the business and all that stuff, because they never did me wrong. It was head office that did me wrong. But I went there like to hang out and stuff. And they're like, I asked them, I was like, if you ever like hear about a casual employment position, hit me up, because I know that the Christmas casuals were so shit, because they were. So I was like, if you need me, hit me up. They were like, abso-fucking-lutely. I was like, fuck yeah. So I appreciated connecting with so many people in the Watch community. Yeah, no, honestly, joining Watch was probably the best thing I had done in 2023. The only reason I even joined Watch in the first place is because of Pixel Expo, the second one. I got accepted as a content creator. Thank you, Emmy. Emmy was content creator head in the Pixel Expo in 2023. Gave me a chance, and now we're friends. Yeah, and the only reason I knew about Pixel was because I went the first year, and I was like, I could do something here, and then I did. But yeah, Watch definitely was like the best thing that had ever happened to me. Just for my mental health, I think. Met you through Zai, and I like hanging out with you, so big tick there. Exactly. And how did I meet Zai? Fuck. What did I do? How did we meet? It's always difficult. I remember meeting Luca because he made such a negative impression on me, and I've said this to him before, and I think it's really funny. But I met a bunch of people at like obviously I met Local Boy, I met Scott, I met my best friend Suki, I met Kai Jamo. I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to catch up with him. But like I met so many people there that like I still consider friends. I met technically I met Dill, but like we never really talked until like last year. I met Cuz, and the same thing. I actually don't remember how I met Zai. I think it must have been a Twitch meetup. Started chatting with Zai when he was working for Ruby. He was going for One Piece for his first time. So I'd go in, we'd chat for like an hour. Yeah, oh. He was working during Supernova for Shumi. That's right. And we locked eyes. And I was like, I know you. And he was like, I also know you. And we chatted for a tiny bit. I think it was either Supernova or one of the cons. That was crazy. But I think it was a very funny. I feel like that was the first time I actually met the guy. And then we met at a Twitch meetup, and the rest was history. We kind of like vibed with each other too much. Joined a stream when he started Infinite Fusion. Oh, that's also a game that I need to play. Never got around to it. So you played Mario Galaxy. Been seeing a lot of commercials for that game. Technically, Mario Galaxy was the second game I ever streamed back in 2020. My first game was Pikmin. I love Pikmin. But yeah, I was doing. I actually have it here. The re-release. It's on my desk. I was doing a strat roulette, seeing if I could beat some stars without, you know, like seeing how far I could get in the game. I got hiccups. Fuck. I might go back to that eventually. Like, I was doing pretty well, all things considered. I think I just got like. I wasn't overwhelmed. I just kind of got bored of it. You know, like there wasn't much interaction. There wasn't much engagement. People just didn't care. But I love the Galaxy games, and yeah, I have seen the movie. I'm not gonna say anything, because obviously I don't want to spoil things for people. I'm not like that. I just want to say that it is definitely a Mario movie. You know, like if you liked the first one, you'll like this one. It's the Mario movie in every. It's a Mario movie in every sense of the word. I can't wait to talk to people about it when people have actually started watching the movie and stuff. Yeah, I need to play Infinite Fusion. It is a movie with Mario in it. Yeah, I feel like I feel like it is definitely like. Was I saying next Tuesday to go see? Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I had said that to me when we went and watched Project Hail Mary. I think I brought it up that we'd go see it on the Tuesday, so I'm down. I'm down for next Tuesday. Not as long as it's not before, as long as it's like, you know, relatively normal, because I think my garage door is getting checked on Tuesday, but it's like first thing in the morning, so I just remember that because I literally just called them about it. We just got called about it. Someone tried to break in, but like the garage is so filthy that they probably couldn't get to the door anyway. There's nothing invaluable in the garage. Dad was fretting all over it. Yeah, if you liked the Mario movie, you'll like it. But it really just, it hits the same sort of like, you know, like you go watch Mario for the Mario movie for Mario references and stuff. Seems the selling point is Yoshi. Yoshi's definitely in the film. I don't know if I appreciate how much Yoshi is in the film, but I appreciate Yoshi being in the film. I think it's fun. I think Yoshi being in the film is fun. Yoshi's all over the place. He does. He does. Like that. What am I supposed to say about that? He Yoshi's all over the place. I do have some criticisms with the movie, and like a lot of there's been a lot of like critic reviews that have come out that are like negative and stuff. And like seeing the movie, I can see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's not that bad, guys. I swear to you, it's a fun movie. It's a good movie, but like, I do see the criticisms that they have, and I do understand where those criticisms are coming from, but I feel like they just, you know, they're negative Nancy's. You know? He's the fan favorite. Yoshi is the fan favorite. Are fanboys bagging on it? No. I mean, critics are made to be critical of film. You know, like, it's definitely, it's not peak cinema. You know, like you're not gonna go in and expect like the best movie or you go into a Mario movie to expect Mario references, Mario bing bing wahooing all over the place. You know, like you expect a Mario game, but in movie form. That's what you get. That's what you got in the first one. That's what you get in the second one. If you think you're gonna get anything else, you're sorely mistaken. But like, you know, and it's the same with like the Sonic films. You know, it's like you expect what you get, and it's also the same thing with FNAF games. You know, you can Again, I do have some criticisms with the movie that I would be interested to see everybody else in the group that I'm gonna go see it with. I know Scott didn't like it, but that's Scott. He doesn't like anything. I don't know what Dill thought of it. I didn't get to ask him. He likes the RE live actions. I actually haven't seen the RE live actions. I've always wanted. I want to go watch them. I've heard they're bad, but I haven't gotten around to actually watching them. I don't like making opinions on movies when I haven't seen them. You know, like, people can tell me that this movie is bad. I want to know, I want to go into the movie and see why it's bad, if that makes sense. You know, I want to see why people think it's called bad. What I gauge movie on is whether or not it's fun. You know, if I have a fun time watching the movie, I will like it. If I am bored, like in Star Wars Rogue One, fuck that. I tried to watch that during an airplane and I got absolutely bored and I did not want to watch it anymore, so I don't think it's a good movie. Didn't give it another shot though, so maybe I gotta go watch maybe I gotta watch it again. You know, probably not the best environment to watch a movie for the first time, but then again, I did watch both It films, like the remakes. I watched both of those for the first time on plane, and I didn't think they were very scary. Yeah, your own personal, open-minded, balanced, neutral opinion. Exactly. Right? People can have their own opinions, and I will always respect their opinions. I just want to know why people think one thing over another. You know, I think it's interesting. It movies alright? Yeah, I haven't seen them since. You know, like, I watched them on a plane. I thought they were, you know, decent films and moved on. I only watched them because they were long, and it's a plane ride. You know, you watch it to waste time. I also watched, like, I watched Batman and Robin, which, like, people call the worst Batman film. I thought it was fine. Like, that was a fun movie. It was funny. It was a fun movie. I think it was very funny. Would I watch it again? Probably not, but, like, it was a fun movie. My favorite one? Yeah, right. I've cleared area 2. Do I get 200? Of course I'm gonna go on to the third area. First time I watched Frozen and Tangled was on a plane. I think I watched those in cinema. I can't remember. I watched a couple Ice Age films in cinema as well. Never been on a plane since I was 1? You're not missing out on much, honestly. Like, planes are the quickest mode of transport at the moment, but, like, they're not worth it. They're so expensive. That being said, I am considering... I've been like on the edge, teetering, thinking of getting tickets to PAX, because I know that they're like 85% sold out 3-day tickets, and I would love to go see my friends in Melbourne, but, like, fuck. I don't have the money for that. Maybe I will have the money in, like, a couple months, but then my ticket, like, I won't have a ticket. Fuel prices and all that stuff, you know? Like, I would love to go. I was so over Frozen because of all the exposure, so I refused to watch it. Yeah. That's why I didn't watch the second one. Would be cool to travel or live in Japan. I absolutely want to go to Japan one day. Dill actually just came back from Japan. He had an average time, only because of some personal issues that he had to deal with while he was over there. But his Japan, like, being in Japan itself, he said was fine. Like, was good. It just got kind of bogged down because of his issues. Saw Frozen 2 in cinemas, and at the time, I remember liking it more than the first. That's interesting. I haven't seen Frozen 2. I don't know what happens in that movie. Like, genuinely. I have not seen it. Know nothing. Certainly preferred the main song over Let It Go. Oh, God. There's one reason I don't listen to the fucking. That is also like your reason for not watching Frozen is my reason for not watching K-pop Demon Hunters. Fucking hate the music. I can appreciate that it's good music, but I listen to it so much over the radio while I was working. I do not want to ever watch that. I don't want to hear the music. I don't like it anymore. I don't get it. And I know it's a good movie. Don't watch Came and Demon Pop Hunters. That was a good number of golden. Interesting. Yeah, I just can't. Like, I know I've heard it's good. I just can't bring myself to watch it. Again, I don't watch Netflix or Dan or Amazon or any of that. Fair, it is a banger movie, but that's the exact reason I avoided Frozen for so long, so I can't blame you. Exactly. Right? Like, it is an average reason for not watching it. Like, I probably should watch it. You know, like, it is, I know it's a good movie, but, like, I can't bring myself to watch it, because I don't like the songs. If you hear a song too much over the radio, you're not gonna like it anymore. First time I watched it was in a Zai movie night. Makes sense. Yeah, I like watching movies by myself. Like, I watched the John Wick movies for the first time last year. Literally before Luca asked me if I wanted to watch the John Wick spin-off Ballerina in cinemas. And I was like, sure. And then I went home and watched all 4 John Wick movies. Because I had not seen them up to that point. They were good movies. They were fun. Only decent things Netflix has had: Squid Games and Gundam. I have not seen I have not seen anything to do with Squid Game, apart from, you know, the average. You know, like anything to do with like the game play, you know, like any game segments, you know, like I know exactly what the segments are because they're so well known now. Like but like I never actually watched Squid Game. Ballerina was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I enjoyed it. There was some really good use of props in the fight scenes that I really enjoyed. I appreciate the artistic style of those movies. And obviously the combat. That's what you go in to watch a John Wick movie for. It's the combat. Really. Let's be real. And it succeeded at that, I will say. Jackie Chan style fighting, use what you got around you. Exactly. I feel like Ballerina was a good movie solely for that. I could not tell you what the plot was. Like, I don't know, I don't remember. But I can tell you I remember one specific fight scene on ice. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Stay with my friends asking me to come see the Made in Abyss movie. Hadn't seen it this series yet, so marathoned it during the day before we went and saw the movie. That was, yeah. Made in Abyss, I've heard of that. I feel like that was me trying to watch Demon Slayer when Zai asked me to watch the Demon Slayer movie after Pixel. Never seen the franchise. I have now seen season 1. I have not seen anything else. I got to season 1 and then I just stopped watching. Didn't even watch like Mugen Train or whatever, the season 2 or whatever. Like, it's in. Yeah, I watched an anime. Can you believe it? Still haven't seen the newest Demon Slayer movie. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We went and watched it before. We went and watched it after a expo, a convention. It was a okay movie. Like, I have some criticisms, but I don't want to say anything because obviously, like, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. I don't like spoiling things for people. My least favorite thing to do. Yes, I watched an anime. I did it. I mean, I have watched anime. I just don't go out of my way to watch anime. That looks good on big screen. I just watch it at home nowadays. Yeah. We discussed my issue with the movie after the movie. I feel like we had the same issue. I feel like everybody had the same issue with that movie. And it looked phenomenal on the big screen. Like, the visuals in that movie were chef's kiss. You know, if you've seen Demon Slayer, it just looks like that, but on big screen. That's why you watch movies on the big screen anyway. Everything looks good on a big screen when it's like, you know, made for the big screen. You can see all the detail. It always looks nice. It's like the difference between looking at like a vector image and like a raster image. And if you don't know what that is, it just means like instead of pixelation, it uses like a algorithm and the lines look sharper on images. Like Godzilla. I haven't seen any Godzilla movies. I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't seen any Godzilla movies. I probably should. I have a list. I was talking to Luca when we watched Project Hail Mary. I have like a list of things people have recommended to me that I need to go watch, and I haven't gotten around to it. Yeah. So I just need to like spend some time to sit down and watch things because I just don't do that. I'll watch things with people, like with friends, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible at watching things by myself. I just need to like complete half of everything. Yeah. I experience stuff at a different rate to everyone else. I feel like I experience things in reverse. I don't experience the popular stuff and experience the niche stuff. And then eventually I will watch the popular stuff. New episode of Scrubs came out today. Now I'm in 4 streams. Oh god. I just saw Barry went live. I literally saw Barry like pop up on Steam playing Peak. I'm like, she's live, isn't she? Oh, Houndour? Wow. Ah, I just scratched myself on like a bump or something. That hurt. Been watching Monarch. I don't even know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, use Iberian Aria, yeah. Got the squad. Get out of here, Lavatar. Monarch is a TV series set in Godzillaverse. Ah. Still need to finish Night of the 17th. I also don't know what that is. I feel like people just say a TV show name. Game of Thrones spinoff. Interesting. That's also something I haven't seen. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Monarch is the organization that deals with monsters in universe. Oh! That might be why I'm... Okay. That might be why it's tickling in the back of my head. So, the only piece of Godzilla media I have experienced is like an old fighting game on, I want to say PS2, but it might even be PS3. It's like a Godzilla fighting game. And I probably read Monarch somewhere in that. There's a lot of stuff from like my childhood that I don't remember what things are called, and it sucks. Think I know the one you're talking about? That's awesome. That's awesome. I also don't know if there are like multiple Godzilla fighting game. Yeah, there was a Godzilla fighting game, and that's the only piece of media I experienced. And the only reason I remember it is because I saw Mothra, and I was like, holy shit, giant moth, and it was so cool. Because that YouTube channel I was talking about earlier, one of the guys is a massive Godzilla fan. Yeah. Like, I know some of the names. Like, I know King Ghidorah, I know Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, Mothra, obviously. But, like, I don't know a lot of... I don't like that. That's probably the only amount I remember. Could not tell you anything else. Don't forget Kong. Is Kong part of the Godzilla universe? Or is it like... Because I know that there was like a Kong versus... Was there a Kong versus Godzilla movie? Am I remembering correctly? I know there was Kong versus something. Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to remember if that was a movie or if I was misremembering Godzilla for something else. Yeah, and a bunch of them were added to Sonic Rumble. I did get the Godzilla skin for Sonic Rumble. So, I technically own that on Sonic Rumble. I haven't played Sonic Rumble in a while. In a long time. Never played Sonic? Crazy. Well, you can have Godzilla versus Smurfs and Care Bears because of Rumble. That's awesome though, right? Like, I feel like the Smurfs are such, like, interesting characters because you look at the Smurfs and you think of, like, the live action movies. Like, I don't know anybody who looks at the Smurfs and that doesn't remember the live action movies. Except Forces, you literally played, like, one of the most baby Sonic games out there. That being said, I have not played Forces. I've been meaning to play Forces, but I need to play Unleashed before I played Forces. And then once I play Unleashed, I need to play Black Knight, and then once I play Black Knight, I need to play Colors. And once I play Colors, I need to play Generation. I think I missed one. Did I miss one? I don't remember. And then after Generations, I need to play Lost World. After Lost World, I need to play Forces, I think. I need to play Mania again. I need to play Sonic Episode 4, Part 1 and 2. You know, there's a lot of Sonic games that I still need to play on the stream. I've been Smurf, Sonic live action. The live action Sonic movies are good. I quite like them. The live action Smurf movies, however. Oh boy. Those games, those movies. No. I don't know. I don't understand. 3 was peak. Well, that's true. We did meet for the first time at 3. The 3 premiere. That's crazy. You know, that is actually crazy that we actually met. We were forced to sit together. Yeah, we were literally sat together. I was also sat next to I was sat next to Gia, I think, as well, or around near Gia. When I went and watched Marvelous, I was next to Gia. Ever been to a con before? They're fun. They're pretty fun. I feel like the only reason I go to conventions nowadays is just for friends. Like, none of the guests... a lot of the time, none of the guests at cons really interest me. Because, like, realistically, I'm not gonna talk to them. You know, like, the closest I've ever gotten to talking to a celebrity was... well, a celebrity in quotation. Actually, I lie. I actually have talked to a celebrity, and that was because I got into Supernova as a volunteer. And then I just got the chance to walk over and talk to the guy, because I was on break and there was no one there. Sonic 3 was the first time I met a bunch of you IRL, then Isaiah abandoned me to sit with other people. Yeah. Yeah, Sonic was chill. Talk to Hugh Jackman? No, I wish. Hugh Jackman seems like a really cool guy. No, I've talked to David Hayter. Voice actor of Snake, Solid Snake. And he is the only person I've ever talked to celebrity-wise. I say celebrity because, like, it's a voice actor. Yes, I've talked to David Hayter. He's pretty chill. He's actually a really nice guy. Chatted with Barjo and Hex from Good Game at Supernova. I've chatted with Goose at DreamHack 2 years ago. I was hanging out with my best friend, and they were like, oh my god, is that Goose? So we went up and snapped the photo. Like, I snapped the photo of them two, and then I just kept bumping into him. And then I was in the lunch area getting my lunch, and he walked up, and I was like, are you following me? And he was like, I'm pretty sure you were the one following me. You guys were the ones following me. And I was like, yeah, probably. And then we just kind of chatted it up. Never met a celeb. On a meet and greet or even like actors. Yeah, no, there's not. I mean, Australia doesn't get a lot of like actors. A lot of the actors are on the other side of Australia. So, yeah. Again, the closest I've gotten is Snake and Goose Freaking King. Andy Lee from Hamish and Andy at a Kings Park outdoor movie screening. That's crazy. That is crazy. The only other time I've ever gotten like close to talking to a celebrity is, I want to say Supernova last year. David Hayter was like 2016 or 2018 probably, but last year we had what's his fucking face, Akechi Persona 5, Robbie Damon. We had Robbie Damon as a guest. And I was going around Artist Alley with my sister, and I heard him out of the corner of my eye, and I turned around and he was getting art from the Artist Alley, and I was like, I could go up and talk to him, but that would be rude, because this is probably his only fucking break. But it was really cool that he was going around and talking to all the artists in Artist Alley. Like meeting Snake would be like meeting Geralt. Maybe. Like, Geralt is in like Henry Cavill? Geralt? I haven't played or seen The Witcher. I only know that bro is there. I only know that bro played The Witcher. Henry Cavill seems like a really cool guy. But like, Australia doesn't get celebrities. You can't like go up on the street and run into Jack Black, you know? As much as I would love to run into Jack Black, he seems like a chill guy. Then again, you don't know. You don't know if people are chill guys until fucking... Oh shit, did I... Wait, no. My challenge continues. Give me a shout. They go there to use your guys' studios. Yeah. We don't have that many studios. Area 4 from here. Absolutely, I don't want to battle you guys. I mean, we did get like a new studio built. I think it was recently. And my mum was chatting about it actually, and they actually have a series in production there. But like a lot of the studios are like other side. Lady in Suit is their classification. I mean, that's accurate, right? Can't complain. You always have Kangaroo Jack. Oh my god, what a movie. That's a fun movie. Burnt, add that to the Zai movie watch list. Kangaroo Jack. Goodbye, vote. Goodbye, Togepi. You got a suggested. I'm not adding. Damn. Yeah, that's fair. That's a very Green Eggs movie suggestion. Kangaroo Jack is such a fucking movie, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm nasally all over again. I so lost. Oh my god, I graduated the pre-gym. Hurtin. The name of this game is so fucking funny. He suggested Flubber, Dr. Dolittle, and Twilight as examples. Twilight is a very funny movie to watch. Flubber kind of goes hard. Depends on what Dr. Dolittle as well. I don't even remember if I've seen one of them. The next one's gonna be the Nutty Professor, but like the whatever his fucking face is. The one where he literally plays all of the all of his family. What's his name? Oh fuck. He's Donkey from Shrek, I think. Eddie Murphy. Yes, Eddie Murphy. You gotta watch that one. squeeze in Inspector Gadget. Oh my god, the fucking Inspector Gadget live action movies. The first one's fun. Second one doesn't do anything. You know, why make a second live action movie? Why make a sequel to a movie if you don't know what to do with it? I don't know. Money. Money's always the answer. Like, fuck. OG one. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. Movies are fun. Matthew Broderick only. Exactly. It always reminds... Anytime I think of a movie sequel, I think of the George of the Jungle sequel. Where, like... Because they obviously had Brendan Fraser for the first one. But then they couldn't get him back for the second one. Well, they didn't get him back for the second one. Eddie did Pluto Nash. Yeah, Pluto Nash. But the George of the Jungle movie, the second one, the guy goes up to the camera. Because, like, he's like, where's George? He's like, I'm new George. Studio too cheap for Brendan Fraser. And that's like the only, like, they actually mentioned the actor change. It's crazy. Should suggest George of the Jungle next week. There's some banger movies. Man, this grinding is going crazy. I feel like I haven't gone anywhere. I feel like I haven't done anything. You know? I won 2 Colosseums. I did Miracle Bees thing. I'm doing this zone stuff. I haven't lost yet. I don't know how long I can go for. A law. Pokemon game we're just fighting. Don't know how to feel about it. Like Pokemon Champions? I'm interested in Pokemon Champions. I really want to see what Pokemon Champions is all about. I feel like that will be an interesting game. I want to see the content potential. We've got Life of Brian, Heathens, Fern Gully, Ace Ventura 2, an extremely goofy movie, and Twilight Stage of the poll this week. Those are some lineup. That's a lineup. I think the only Monty Python I've seen is... Oh god. Probably Holy Grail. I think I've seen Holy Grail. I think that's the only Monty Python I've seen. And I haven't even seen the Goofy movies. The only, like, Disney films starring Max that I've seen are, like, the Mickey Christmas films. I don't know if you guys remember those, but, like, Mickey, like they used to do Christmas films. Oh, would you like a date? The fuck? I think Wes is canonically 17. Watch Goofy Movie 1 last week? Yes, you did. Ace Ventura is also apparently pretty good, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Fern Gully. I've seen the first Twilight. I can confirm I've seen the first Twilight. And I've also watched Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was fun. This is... When did these start getting, like, actually difficult? I've kind of, like, swept the floor with everything so far. I want to see a new Scary Movie. I don't think I've seen any of the other Scary movies. Well, I also haven't seen any, like, Scream movie, Saw movie, any of the, like, horror films. Even like Halloween, Friday the 13th. I haven't seen any of those. But I heard the new ones, like, kind of meh. I want to suggest superhero movie for a movie night. That's the only one I've seen. That's the only parody movie I've seen. Superhero movie is fucking peak. No one can take that away from me. Such a... Oh, yeah, superhero movie... Yeah, I can't. I don't think I've actually seen the other one. It's the only good one. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like that is literally like that is my childhood right there. Superhero movie. Peak cinema. Epic and disaster movies are messes. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. Have to watch them all. I'll get to them eventually. I feel like I just need to like sit down for a year and just watch a movie every day. Or even like watch an anime for a week. Like watch an anime and I sit down and watch like 2 to 3 episodes every night. I just need to like actually do that because I don't at the moment. I don't use my couch enough. Watch all of One Piece in one sitting. Holy shit. How long would that even be? Someone's probably done the calculation to find out how long one sitting of One Piece is. That would take you like months. Just based on how many fucking episodes there are. I've been interested in the like the live action One Piece, but like, meh. I do want to eventually watch like Adventure Time properly, regular show properly. You know, like I missed all of those cartoons. Like I love those cartoons, but I never actually ended up watching like their finales or any sort of like lore-heavy episodes. What else is there? Like same thing with Steven Universe. Trying to think of others. You sit down and watch Adventure Time properly too. Yeah. Well, I actually recently watched the Fiona and Cake season 1 and 2. Well, I watched season 1 when it came out, and then I only just watched season 2 like December. Back to Steven Universe. I watched the first 3 seasons with my ex when we were going out. Yeah. I remember Cartoon Network. I remember having Cartoon Network. I remember watching like the first season of Adventure Time and like the first season of Regular Show. My dad still like remembers butt dialing from that one episode of Regular Show. And I think that's peak. Steven, I just remember the first seasons because those were like the only things that were shown on TV. And then I just stopped watching stuff. I stopped watching like cartoons and TV when they started like actually producing better stuff, like more episodes. So, speaking of banger cartoons, did you hear Ben 10 is getting a comic, but it's like a pretty mature art style? Ben 10 is also another one that I need to go back and watch. I loved the original series, and I loved the first couple episodes of Alien Force. I also really enjoyed Ultimate Alien, some of the stuff in Ultimate Alien and Omniverse. I haven't seen anything to do with the reboot. I don't know if apparently the reboot's kind of meh, but it is what it is. Some of the aliens look horrifying and not just Ghost Freak. I mean, the concept of aliens are crazy. You know, like Ben 10 is such like a unique. That is all. You know what that just reminded me of? I need to watch Generator Rex. I remember watching like the first handful of episodes, and then I never figure out what happened because I stopped watching TV, and I've always remembered it. Oh my god, you just reminded me of Generator Rex because they're made by the same people, man. I've heard Omniverse has some really good stories, but just didn't vibe with the art style. Yeah, that was everybody's experience. I didn't mind the art style, but yeah, apparently it has some really good stories. The reboot is trash. Kevin made his own Omnitrix in it, and it just had evil versions of the aliens with worse names. That's I can see what they're going for, but yeah. And Generator Rex is peak. Hell yeah, good to know. I remember the crossover with like. It was probably Ultimate Alien, like Ben 10 Ultimate Alien and Generator Rex. I remember that. I remember watching like the premiere of Generator Rex, and I was like, this is sick, and then I just never watched it again. Like I just didn't get around to it. That's on my list. I feel like I should just pull up my list and start reading entries, because it's also full of games that I need to play, like Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid, Devil May Cry, and all of that, Hollow Knight, and all that stuff. You know, my whole stream experience is just media. Speaking of crossover, last time we got any Generator Rex was a crossover with Ben 10 Reboot. Yes, I did hear that. The reboot. Like, Ben 10 decided we're gonna house the Secret Saturdays in Omniverse and Generator Rex in the reboot. And it's like, huh? What do you mean? I don't even know if, like, Rex got an ending, per se. I don't think it did. Never watched the reboot, I'm just seeing clips and read stuff on the wiki. Yeah. No, I feel like I did hear about that as well. That's the only reason I know about the Secret Saturdays in Omniverse. Because I heard about it, I saw, like, the clip once or something. But that's why I'm interested in Omniverse. Like, there are some good stories, like, there's cool stuff. It did Rex sort out the issues? Hell yeah, that's good to know. I mean, like, good ending. I'm just glad that they got a finale. You know, there's so many media out there that don't get a finale. It sucks. At least I've seen Gravity Falls. It's like that's the one thing I could be proud of. That I haven't seen. It's good. It's good. You should watch it. Add that to the list of. Add that to your backlog. There are definitely some filler episodes in there, but like the overall thing is pretty good. And that's also on the fact that, you know, like, it's on my Disney Plus watch list. Yeah, it's like one of those things, you know, it's worth it. One of those things that actually got an ending. My nose is itchy. What the fuck? I feel like I just itched my nose like 5 times in the last 10 seconds. It's not going away. What the fuck is this? That's my nose. Like, it's literally like right on the edge, like the base. It's fucked. Ugh. Yeah, I literally just have like a list on my homepage of my media list, and I haven't added to it in like a year because there's 148 things on there. But like, I got the Star Wars films on there because I need to watch those. Same. Yeah, I need to sit down and watch things. It sucks. I need to watch Arcane. I've heard things. Just do a movie watch list, but gave up on it. Yeah. I need to watch like the Lord of the Rings films. I need to watch Danny Phantom. That was one of those. DuckTales remake. Breaking Bad. It ends there. Arcane good, never played League, but still enjoyed it. Yeah, exactly, right? That's a lot of people's sentiment. That like they don't like League, but Arcane's good. Like that I think I played League once. I know of League, I know how to play it. I've never played it myself. Maybe one game. I used to watch a guy in uni. It was fun. He literally, like, we went to the computer lab every like between classes because we shared 2 classes, and we went to the computer lab to like hang out. And he would get on League, and I asked him one day, I was like, what do you do on League? And he was like, well, I sit here and I, like, you know, and he like told me how to play the game. And he's like, I specifically do this to piss people off. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome, dude. Like, he plays League to piss people off, and I think that's awesome. Because like, that's the kind of game that you would play something. You would play to piss people off. For me personally, that one of the main characters was a buff lady that could kick my ass. That's my type. You know what? You're so right with that. I need to play Control. That's on my list. I just saw that. Let's go Elysium. Any Dragon Quest? I've actually been playing Dragon Quest Treasures. Popped that open for the first time the other day. That's fun. Pretty simple. Gris. I really want to play Gris at some point. Half-Life. Halo. I need to play Psychonauts. How'd that Rhyhorn survive? I thought it got hit by Sturdy. I wasn't paying attention. I was just hitting Surf. I just assumed that it was Sturdy. And I got like a bunch of animes like JoJo's, Aeon, Beastars, Trigun. Apparently I need to play Iron Lung. Demon Slayer was on there. Soul Eater, Infama, Pop Team Epic, Madoka Magica, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. Does Rhyhorn even get Sturdy? I have no idea. I just assumed it did. I just assumed that was something that just happened. I watched the TED TV series over the last few days. Surprisingly good. I've heard good things about the TED TV series. I haven't seen the films, but I've heard that they're good. I've heard that they're decent films. But I did it. I got level 40. Are there 100 floors in this? I feel like I'm doing too well. I feel like I'm doing really well. Yes. That's crazy. That's crazy, the fact that I'm almost halfway up this area. My own abilities of Rocket and Lightning Rod. And okay, maybe I just got like really unlucky with the damage roll. Rhyhorn is sturdy after all. And not the ability. Pikachu! What's this Gem 3? When sturdy only worked against Ohit. Ah, yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. Then it was just really defensive. Or special defensive. I don't remember what water is. Doesn't matter though. Because I'm ballin'. I'm fucking ballin'! Oh yeah, last year I finally watched the Hunger Games films. Because we ended up watching the first one. I was like, I have not seen this one. Because we watched it for Tiff's birthday, or Tifa's birthday. Don't know who that is. What's her username? Oh, fuck, what is her username? Tifa Kennedy, I think? She's lovely. Yet Kennedy. Yeah. Tifa's lovely. But we went over to her place for her birthday because it was TGX. And I was over in Melbourne, and we were like, She invited me over because I was in Melbourne, because she lives in Melbourne. And we were like, what do we want to... Because it was like a dinner thing, and we were like, let's watch Hunger Games. And I was like, I've never seen Hunger Games. And everybody was like, what the fuck, really? I'm like, yeah. And then when I got back, I was watching the other ones, and then we chatted about it over text. And that was fun. See the first two, read all the books when the first movie came out, and avoided the last two movies because I remember the book was depressing. Honestly, I mean, the only movie I haven't seen were like the prequels or whatever. But like, the movies are kind of like, you know, like, the longer movies go on, the more cash grabby they feel. First one was good. Second one was also good. Third one got split into two, I think. Yeah. I think it says something I don't really remember what happened in them. I think I said that. I was like, I don't actually remember what happened in them, so I think that says all you need to know. Fucking Spinder. If you are not aware of Spinder in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they fucked up how they coded the dots on its head. So any Spinder caught in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl cannot be transferred into Pokemon Home. and vice versa. Pokemon, you know, they can't be transferred from home to... well, they can't be transferred from other games to... Like, if it's from another game, like, it can be transferred to home. But if it's not from BDSP, it can't be transferred into BDSP. That's because they accidentally reversed the dots formula. Which I think is a very interesting fact. Like, not a lot of people know. And to this day, they did not fix it, and Spinda's like the only Pokemon that you can't transfer into home. I think there are some others, but like Spinda's definitely like one of the main that people talk about. And I only found this out because I was trying to get like my Pokedex completion in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, solely for the sake of getting the Shiny Charm in those games. And I couldn't transfer my Spinda. I was like, what the fuck is this? I looked it up and I found out, and I was like, what the hell? That's ridiculous. So I had to go catch a Spinda, and that gave me grief beyond belief. That sucked. Trying to find that. Lady in suit. Crazy how we're doing. Noctowl looks like... big vibes. Alright. I feel like I literally, like... This game is... Well, what I'm doing right now feels way too easy. Like, I have not struggled. That's solely because I'm doing, like, round 50 down battle at the beginning of the game. Fuck off! Fuck off, Ladoon! What's with Pokemon and surviving on 1 health at this point? I have not been threatened by any of these Pokemon at this point. That's probably my first bit of damage. That's fucked up. Oh, I really want to find out what they're gonna do with champions. I'm interested in champions. Because I want my fucking ZA home compatibility. I need that. I need my ZA home compatibility. That's all I need in life. And I want the shiny that you find from, like, you know, like the living decks in home. I have all of them except the BDSP one. If the ZA gets one as well, I need it to be fucking like Hooper. iOS app updated with ZA compatibility today? Holy shit. Oh my god, today? That's crazy. I want to know what the shiny is, because if it's Hooper, we've never had shiny Hooper be available. Lurkin, thank you, Rick, for the lurk, like always. That's crazy. I do like the fact that ZA now has compatibility. Holy shit. Wait, so when can I do it on my Switch? Oh, say hey Fluffy, how you doing? Thank you for the cool daily reward. Battles should be fun. I have now updated the phone app. I'm good? That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Been a little bit. And Reg with the cool daily. Pokemon Home Gift Pokemon are now available. You'll be given so you'll be given the alphas, which makes sense. You know, those are fully expected, right? Because those are gift Pokemon for finally putting them in. I want to know what if you put the whole dex in. And I want to know if it's a shiny, like if it's going to be what shiny it's going to be. That's what I want to know. That's what I care about, because I have a living dex. They probably haven't done anything. Ooh, they also just added Espanol. Would you like to change your profile language? Why would I do that? They were like, we just added a new language. Do you want to change it? No. Why would I want to change it? Alpha Chikorita, Alpha Tempest, and Alpha Totodile, and a dark gray coloring of Mega Megaona with white. It also has its own Pokedex entry. Interesting. Also, hey Toke, how you doing? That is interesting. Yeah. Because I have a living dex. Like, I'm sure everybody who's played ZA has a living, like, played ZA since the start. Probably has a living dex. Has like a shit ton of shinies that they need to like deposit into home. So I'm kind of excited that they finally put it in. Starting to roll out. Yeah, so I got it on my phone, which is cool. And then like if I check my games, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at fuck Colosseum. We're talking about this now. So you can see it. Thanks phone screen. Can I turn down the brightness? I can kind of turn down the brightness. Oh my god, I have so many notifications. There we go. So you can see that I've got like the crown for all of the different Pokedexes. If it will fucking focus. Is it focusing on my face? Focus. So yeah, you can see them. And then like the Sinnoh one is the only one I don't have. But yeah, you can see that all of these are different now. I think that's really cool. And yeah, there's 230. I also need to be able to see, so I'm going to turn my brightness back up. That's cool. I now have access to home. And then yeah, the Mega Evolution Pokedex. How does it know? How will it know? There's 93. That reminds me, I need to fucking finish my ZA shit. I haven't touched ZA in so long. And I haven't touched it because of all of the bullshit that the ZA, what's it called? The hyperspace shit. I still don't have the DLC. Honestly, Burnt, the DLC is only worth it if you want the bonus Pokemon. Like, if you want that bonus shiny chance from the, like, donuts, or, like, any specific Pokemon from the DLC, then it's worth it. But, like, I bought it fucking... I feel like it was not a good idea. Like, I don't like it at all. Fuck off. I just wanted to see. Close the mail. Yeah, they probably haven't sent out like they probably haven't figured out which one they're gonna put, what shiny they're gonna put the DLC Pokemon behind. Honestly, if it ever goes on sale, I pick it up, but no rush to get. I doubt it's ever gonna go on sale. It's one of those things, you know. It's Nintendo. It probably will go on sale for like $20 or like 20% on like Christmas sale or something. You know, it's gonna be stupid. But I don't think Pokemon DLC ever goes on sale, unless I'm wrong, because like I've bought every single DLC at base price. I remember I don't think I waited very long, but I bought Scarlet and Violet after a while. And I know I didn't buy Sword and Shield Day 1 because I didn't buy Sword and Shield Day 1. I waited for a bit because I was kind of out of my Pokemon phase when Sword and Shield came out. And then, like, I don't know what happened, but I bought the game and then I got sucked back in. So I bought the DLCs after that, and honestly, those DLCs were pretty good. Get out of here, Graveler. Yeah. So now that Pokemon Home compatibility is on phone, I'm hyped. I can finally deposit all of my shinies that I've been stocking up on, and I can like mystery gift them away as well. Holy shit! It's peak. Sword and Shield I did get and play the DLC. Loved Dynamax Adventures. Absolutely. Dynamax Adventures were the best way to shiny hunt those legendaries. And it was so cool to see, like, the Dynamax Adventures themselves were pretty fun. But only if you played with other people. Like, the bots fucking sucked ass. I own the Scarlet and Violet DLCs but never played it. You should. I feel like the Scarlet and Violet DLCs are fun. You know, the story, like, but like the Pokemon you can find, like, I adore Scarlet and Violet as games. I don't, like, there are obviously critiques with the gameplay style of the games, but I do enjoy them as games. And literally, it's just more Scarlet and Violet. You know, like, there's 2 new areas to explore, which are, like, smaller than the base game, but, yeah. I didn't even complete my decks in Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, if you were wondering... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, no. I've got bad connection, guys. Shit. Man, no one's used this in a long time. Holy shit. I almost forgot I had this. I have a lot of redeems that nobody ever uses, so this is a unique experience for me again. I still love how I did this. Sometimes I have good ideas, guys. I don't know if anybody's seen the fucking, like, spider lag person, but this is like the very vibes. Oh god. You just redeemed Shink's cameo. It is. Is it not? Where's my Shink's cameo? I'm surprised it's not running. Huh. Usually it's supposed to do stuff. There it is. There it is. I had just pressed... For some reason, the source was invisible. So, it's not the full. It's not the full thing. It's not the full thing. My goodness, I forgot about this. Shoutouts to Shinx, my friend, because they drew, like, pretty much. These are images of my friend Shinx. Shows up every now and again. It's been a while since we've had a Shinx redeem. That's crazy. I just gotta wait here for this to finish too. How does one even achieve this masterpiece as an unlock? Also, if I mute the Elgato, Rhythm Thief, my beloved. I'm so used to saving channel points for mischief. That's fair. You know, oh, there it is. A lot of the times it lasts a little bit longer, but yeah. Sometimes I have good ideas for my channel point redeems. It's been a while since people used the Shinx redeem. It was nice to see that again. That's fun. Anyway. God, that's a blast from the past. Holy shit. I try to give, like, little things to do with channel points. Because obviously channel points, like, you don't really use channel points all that often. And, like, the thing that people love using channel points, like, on my channel, is obviously fish redeem. Because that, you know, that's just peak cinema, right? But, like, I do try and give some other stuff. Fish, indeed. What I need to, eventually, I want to put it so that when somebody redeems the fish, an image of a fish pops up on the screen. Am I going to remember to do that? Absolutely not. But I feel like it would be funny. But I do like giving people the option of what they want to use their channel points on. Because, like, you gotta use them somehow. I don't have any sort of, like, big redeems. I don't have any sort of, like, polls. You know? I don't do a lot of stuff with channel points. Unless I'm doing, like, crowd control or something, which I will always have channel points as an option. That's something I haven't done in a while. crowd control. Maybe I gotta look into that for the future. I gotta look into what I'm doing for Everyday August. It's April, fuck. I also need to talk to Emmy about one of the meetups. I'm technically, I don't know if I can say this. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm technically helping out running one of the events. Technically. Shot her a message, and we've been talking about it since like the February meetup. So hopefully we can get some stuff rolling. But it'll be interesting to say the least. But yeah, I don't know if anything's happening or not. It's very difficult to figure out. I'm slow. Is Altaria faster than Suicune? Since when? Have I just not been paying attention enough? Everyday August, but it's just 30 sleep streams. That would be funny. I had the idea when I was talking to Sky back last Everyday August that like one day, if I ever get really big, I'd love to do like literally all, like instead of Everyday August, it's all day August, where I just stream 24/7 every day. I can see Altaria being faster, fighting types tend to be speedy. That's true. I just wasn't expecting Altaria to catch up to Suicune's level. Obviously, like, I would be sleeping in between the streams and stuff, but like, and I'd get other people to be a part of the stream as well. Like, the whole thing of Everyday August is collabs. That was the original reason why I did it. Suicune is in the slow living category. Yeah, well, it didn't even clock that it was the same level. Like, genuinely, I wasn't even paying attention. You know, it just didn't. And Suicune's faster because it's paralyzed. But like, it didn't even clock with me. But yeah, Everyday August was always collab day or collab session. Originally, I started it in 2023 when I first did Pixel, and it was made to be like hey, I can stream every day. Like, I wanted to give myself a challenge to stream every day, and so I streamed, and that's how I got like a reputation in the Watch community, because people saw me streaming immediately after Pixel, because it was in August that year. It's in August this year, 15th and 16th of August. Buy your tickets soon, when the promo codes come out, because they're gonna come out again this year. We'll see who gets a promo code first, B or Zai. I need to pay you back for ticket. That's true. That's true. We'll figure it out. I don't even remember how much the ticket was, I'll be completely honest. I bought it ages ago. I wasn't expecting to get Pixel Power again. I'm waiting for them to release the fucking, like, announcements. You know? That's the only downside. You know? I'm allowed to say that I'm a Pixel Pal, and I'm allowed to, like, you know... But I'm waiting for the initial, like, I'm waiting for the... Hey, these are our Pixel Pals. So I can be like, hey, I can steal the image and be like, hey guys, this is my official announcement that I'm a Pixel Pal. Coming to movie next Tuesday, I can pay for ticket and stacks if you want. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I was coming anyway, so we can figure something out. I'm not too fussed about getting paid back for the ticket, to be completely honest. Like, obviously I would like to get paid back for it, but I'm not in a rush. I said that, like, I found a little voucher from my nan, because she sends money every Christmas. And I found a little voucher saying, like, here's $100. And it was for Christmas, and I was like, fuck. I haven't got this yet. I left it aside. Was Mario movie good or dog shit? it was good. Obviously, I don't want to spoil the movie or anything. So the way I've been describing it is, if you liked the first one, you'll like this one. And it is literally, by all sense of the words, another Mario movie. You know, like, if you go into the Mario movie expecting peak cinema, you're not gonna get it. If you go into the movie expecting Mario references, like, basically just expect whatever feelings you get from the first one, you're going to get from the second one. Was it 1993 good, though? Nothing beats the 1993 one. I'm sorry. You can't beat Peak. There are some questionable decisions that they've made in the, like, not questionable decisions. There are some critiques that I have about the film, and I've said this before, but I'm not gonna say them until people actually go out and watch the film. I will still say, if you are interested in the film, you should go watch it. I always, you should always go form your own opinion. But if you need somebody to, give you a little push, I had fun watching the movie. So much so that I'm gonna go watch it again with friends next Tuesday. So, not that I need a movie to go have fun with my friends again. Get out of here, Lombre. How many people are we gathering for the Tuesday? We're gonna get the squad. Squad rolls up to Hoyt Cinema, all suits. 20 tickets for the Mario movie, please. We were talking about the Zelda movie and how we were, because Dill and I think Dill's a big Zelda fan. I want to believe that he is. But we were talking about the Zelda movie a little bit. And we're both like, we hope it's good. And I'm like, well, it's gonna be about time travel, probably. You know, every Zelda plot has some sort of time travel in it. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely interested in seeing how it goes. I feel like if they have Link talk, people are gonna be upset, even though Link talks in the game. He doesn't talk outright, but he does respond to people. Look at these levels. I'm almost at level 50s. These are some pretty good levels. This is what I wanted from this little area. What a darling boy. I will teach you in a way you understand. What is that even supposed to mean? What do you want to get? What do you want about Kinson? I'll go see the Mario movie on Sunday before 12, so it's cheaper. And they just prey on children. Too busy eating chocolate. Go to cinema. True, yeah. Just parade children are too busy eating chocolate. They probably are, right? I feel like anybody that would want to go watch the Mario movie would have either watched it in the evening after school or watched it on Saturday. Then again, it is an Illumination film. I feel like I have to preface any sort of praise that I or criticism I have with it's an Illumination film. You know, it's always gonna be really well animated. The movie looks fucking spectacular, and I love some of the scenes in the movie. Very well done. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I genuinely had a better time at the first Mario movie, solely due to the impact of it being a proper Mario movie. I feel like you can't compare the feeling of watching a Mario movie for the first time. And now you're it's already been done, right? Fuck, I'm watching the sequel, but the first one. So it's the same. I feel like that's the same sort of feeling I had with FNAF 2 movie. aside from all the criticisms I have of that movie, I feel like a lot of the novelty wore off because it's the second one and not the first. Like, the first one was always gonna be like, holy shit, right? I feel like that's anything based on video games. If it's a sequel, it's gonna be like that. It's been done vibes, I get it. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying the movie's bad or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I feel like, to me personally, nothing could top that feeling of seeing Mario in the cinema for the first time, like the first one. On top of the first one being, like, a solid movie as well. But, like, I definitely have some criticisms of the second one. In 1993, you mean? See, it's different. It feels different because you've never seen animated Mario before. It's when Mario was in the movies for the first time. Yeah. Well, to be fair, those movies are vibes on themselves. You know, like, I genuinely do enjoy those movies because they're kind of funny to watch. But, like, going into the Mario movie, I think it was like Village Cinemas, and I like sat down, and when they fucking started playing the fucking Mario Bros, or the Mario Brothers, and I was like, holy shit, this is peak already. You know, like, nothing beats that vibe. You know, they started off the movie brilliantly, and then it just went forward from there. You can't top the fucking Mario Bros. Rap at the beginning of the first Illumination movie. But yeah, the second movie is pretty. I'm gonna say pretty good. It was fun. I feel so mad they took out all the video game music from the Illumination movie for generic pop music. Yeah, the Donkey Kong song was peak. Yeah, right. There were some questionable decisions that they made with the first one. The second one, I actually don't... I feel like they... Actually, I'm trying to remember the credits. They didn't really credit a lot of music at the end. Like, I can't really think of any big music pieces apart from one. Specifically one song that I can remember because it was done for laughs, and it was fucking peak. I'm gonna laugh again when I see it in film, and I'm sure that you'll understand exactly what I'm saying when you go watch it in cinema. That's the only acceptable use of licensed music in that film. But I can't recall any other, like, credited music in the movie. I think a lot of the movie was like melody. I do think the first one was stronger than the second, solely because, like, what do you even do? I feel like I'm not gonna say anymore. Otherwise, I'm gonna start, like, try to say my criticisms of the movie, probably, and, like, trying to dance around spoilers, and then probably accidentally, like, give away spoilers, like, from the side. That always happens when you try and, like, explain things. You know, the more you say, the more chance you're gonna slip up, sort of shit. Do you have any rare candies? I don't think I do. I think the only rare candies I've used. Unless you're telling me I could have used them in battle with the, like, the glitch or something, but I don't think the glitch works like that, because I think it only works on Pokeballs. Why did Golbat get the crit? It's bullshit. I'm still having no trouble with these fucking Pokemon, by the way. These are insane. Like, genuinely. Thinking if you wanted to try beating game before stream ends. No, I'm not going to beat it today. I did not plan on beating it today. I still want to go a bit higher level, and I was probably going to end Oh, I mean, it's been 3.5 hours. I want to do a 3-hour stream today. I didn't even think I'd be able to do like a 2-hour stream because of my voice, but you know, it's kind of been vibes today. I felt like absolute shit at the beginning of the stream, and my mood has gone up like 100%. We got you yapping, you lost track of time. Yeah, I just like yapping, but I did it. I beat level 50. I've gone through half of Mount Battle. That's actually a perfect place to end too. Wow. Here are my Pokemon coupons. I got 800 Poke coupons. I am going to stop there. That's huge. Yes, please teleport me back. Oh. Yeah. Wait. You know what that means? I can exchange. No, I can't even exchange. I don't have any. I don't have any. I wanted to get Thunderbolt. But that's 4,000. I'm halfway there. I can get TM32. I don't want to get TM32, but I could. But I feel like I've done pretty good leveling. Like a lot of my team at 40, you know, like 47 upwards. Meganium specifically is 50. Like, that's pretty impressive. Right? Like, I think tiny bit more grinding and I should be able to take out the Nazgul guy. Because I know Nazgul is not the final fight. I do know that. Just need to catch Umbreon up. Yeah, exactly. Well, Umbreon's not necessarily my psychic type dealer. Umbreon is my tank stall. You know, they've got Toxic. Umbreon's got Toxic and Confuse Ray. He's there to like tank the hits. I'd probably be sending out like Raikou. I feel like I'd send out Raikou solely for the stab electric type damage on any of the psychic ones. Like Gardevoir. I don't know. Gardevoir is scary because like big psychic type, but also no Thunderbolt, so Altaria is not safe. But yes, I'm done for today. I'm hoping that I'm gonna go turn on my Switch 2 and the Pokemon Home update will be available so I can transfer all of my shit in, and maybe I'll play some Pokemon ZA. I would love to play some Pokemon ZA. And by love, I mean grinding out the fucking hyperspace holes to get the rest of those legendaries. Oh, but who cares? Anyway, I'm done for today. I know there's probably people live. There's probably a bunch of people live, aren't there? I know at least one person live. We could raid Berry playing Peak. Let's raid Berry. Let's raid Berry. We're gonna jump scare. You ready for this? Why is Berry streaming at 1010p? Why is Berry streaming at 1010p, 60 FPS? That's a crazy thing. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I will. First stream back in a while. Exactly, we're gonna jump scare Berry. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna continue with more Pokemon Colosseum. I think I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any collabs tomorrow. I know I've got a Wait, is the collab tomorrow? Fuck, I can never remember. Guys, I'm terrible with it. I'm terrible with my things. Is the collab tomorrow? No, it's Saturday. No, Sunday. I've got a collab on Sunday, but I don't even know if I'd stream on Sunday. We'll find out. I'll be streaming tomorrow regardless. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, boys.